Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the second test match of the Bledisloe Cup. This one could be the decider between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. The All Blacks able to get the win in the first match. This one needs to go the way of the Wallabies. It is at the same location as the first match, though, Eden Park. Very hard ground to win it up against the ABs, but should be a very exciting contest. The Wallabies have got a few players returning into that starting lineup as well. The likes of Marika Kurumbeti, who could really break a game open down that wing. But of course, the All Blacks also out on that wing. They're going to have Will Jordan, who is a try-scoring machine. But I hope you are all doing well. We have got around 20 or so, 25 maybe, up until kickoff. That is minutes. So yeah, if you do want to skip forward, or if you are watching this after the live stream has finished, it is going to be around 25 minutes in that the game will be kicking off, that we will be doing the commentary for it. But yeah, I hope you are all having a good day. We've already had plenty of action in the Bunnings NPC. So now we are in this situation of waiting until we get to see this second Bledisloe. So we have got Reed in the chat. We have also got Katie, AJ also in there. We have got Rick Stanley, David's also, we have got in there Henry Saville as well. Is this a real game? It is going to be the real game that we are going to be commentating for. The game between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. That is going to be kicking off at 7:05 p.m. New Zealand time. So just a little bit away from kickoff, but we have got plenty of action and plenty to talk about leading up to this match. So first of all, we will look through the starting lineup. So for this second test match, the All Blacks have decided, I will shuffle to the side just a little bit so you guys can still see me. In this one, front row, they have gone with an identical front row here, and it is going to be George Bauer at number 1, Cody Taylor at number 2, and then at number 3, it is going to be Nepo Lolala. Looking at the locks once again, it is that experienced pairing of Brodie Retallick. He gave away a few penalties early in the last match, but then from there, he was able to find his feet later on in that match. And then Sam Whitelock, very experienced individual, 120 plus caps, and he will be hoping to be able to have a big impact in those lineouts. We saw that it was a good battle between the All Blacks and the Wallabies. They were getting the better of it in the early stages, so that is what they're going to have to try and do in this one as well. Then the loose forward trio, they've gone with identical once again. It is going to be Akira Ioane at number 6, Dalton Papali making around 14 tackles, I believe, in that last match. Very nicely done by him. And then Artie Savia will be slotting in to that number 8 jersey. I think a lot of people thought that Artie Savia may be heading into that 7 jersey. Perhaps you put Jacobson at 8, but instead they have stuck with what worked last week in terms of the tackles made, and they will be able to make some real meters. Akira Ioane, the one who had the most meters made out of those 3. Then we look at number 9. It is once again going to be Aaron Smith, his 101st match now up against any international side, and it's going to be very exciting to see what he and also the man in the number 10 jersey, Richie Mo'unga. That was a great combo last week for the All Blacks. Richie Mo'unga having try assist, scoring one himself off the interception of the pass of Hunter Paisami. So it's going to be interesting once again to see whether or not he can unleash some of that skill that Mo'unga has got. And they have got Bowden Barrett to come off the bench late in this game as well. They've had a little bit of a switch around, though, with the rest of the backs. David Havili going to be starting at 12 once again, then at 13, rather than it being Anton Leonard-Brown, the man who played in the left wing position, number 11 last week. Rieko Ioane is going to be slotting into 13 to accompany David Havili in that midfield. Then looking who was on the right wing, Sever Reese is now on the left wing. The return of Will Jordan out on the right wing as well in that number 14 jersey. And then you got Damian McKenzie, who seems to always just have a solid performance at the back. And we will have to wait and see whether or not the Wallabies can find a way through him like they did in that last match with Tom Banks, able to score that try off the grubber of Noah Lolesio. That will be what they go for there as well. And we have got, thanks, man. That's probably why so many of us are unhealthy as well. I assume that it's for the alcohol that David Dava mentioned a little bit earlier on. And we've also got, I'm in that category, and we've also got tomorrow morning Box versus Pumas. Going to be a great game. It is indeed. And we are going to be covering that game on the channel as well. So we have got plenty more rugby action to go. And the Bunnings NBC is going to be on a Sunday as well. Is this just commentary or what as well, says Haka? Yeah, unfortunately, unable to show any licensing any footage due to licensing. It would get us taken straight off YouTube, unfortunately, and banned for 3 months. So we are just going to be commentating the game when it does start, and that is going to be in around 20 or so minutes time. So not too long to go now. We have got Will Jordan. Will Will Jordan be able to contain Kurumbeti? It's a good question, but I feel like it also has that reversal of will Kurumbeti be able to counter Will Jordan. I feel like Will Jordan's probably got that speed advantage and maybe a little bit of the agility side of it, but Marika Kurumbeti has all power, all pace as well. So that's going to be probably the best battle out on the field, I think. Also, Rieko Ioane and Hunter Paisami, the number 13 jerseys, I think are going to be one to watch. That's where we have got Isaac Williams in the chat with the Kieran emojis. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Also, we've got the hundreds from Katie Dixon. Of course, anyone wondering what that 100 emoji is, it was last week. It was our 100th live commentary that we have done of a rugby fixture here on YouTube in less than 10 months since we started doing it, which is pretty awesome. We have also got Aussies have been chirping a lot. There should be a good game, says Trey. Yeah, it's one of those ones. The talking is going to be done out on the field between these two sides, because if the Wallabies can win this one, they will head into Perth 1-1, and then we're on their soil. And speaking of soil, the last time the Wallabies were able to win on New Zealand soil, I did a little bit of maths. Feel like it's probably a little bit off, but it's pretty close. It's approximately 7,308 days since the Wallabies were able to win on New Zealand soil. So just to put that into perspective, I am currently 7,613 days old or somewhere around there. So it's been a long time, that is for sure. But maybe, who knows, tonight could be the night. Eden Park, what an atmosphere. And hopefully it is going to be a sellout there at the ground as well. I'm picking the ref as man of the match as well, says Anthony. That is a bold shout, definitely, because the match hasn't got underway yet. Who is the referee? I think it is actually Brendan Pickerel, who is going to be in charge of this one, and needs to make amends for drinking and a red card as well, says AJ for Cotton-Betty. Yeah, he's going to have to be that player who plays like he did in that second game up against France. He needs to be aggressive. He needs to get, I would say, Marika Cotton-Betty needs to touch the ball about 12 times at least in this game, getting a whole heap of carries, whole heap of meters, doing something similar to what Seru Reece did last week when he was coming right next to the breakdown and he did score that try. And it's one of those ones that Marika Cotton-Betty, if he gets a little bit of space, he is a dangerous man. As soon as you give him maybe 5 meters to get a little bit of steam going, you're in trouble. And I will quickly show the Wallabies lineup as well while we are talking about them. I will put them up on the screen as well. We have got there, let's go ABs by 15 as well. And could go vice versa, says Smithy Toilet. And also, hey, bro, pump for this game. Getting anxious already as well, says Crypto is key. Yeah, I'm nervous for this one because of the fact that it's either going to be a series win for the All Blacks or we are heading to Perth 1-1, which could be a very entertaining third game, that is for sure, because of the fact that last time the All Blacks played in Perth, or was it the last time? 2019, I remember Scott Barrett's red card, and the All Blacks actually lost that game. So I'm curious to know whether or not we are going to get to see something similar to that at Optus Stadium. And tell you what, Optus Stadium, just to quickly mention, it is a very nice stadium indeed and a great place to play some rugby. But I will mention anyone who is new to the channel as well, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road at this stage to 5,000 subscribers, and we are going to be covering all of the games that are taking place over the weekend, including Auckland. Or we did cover Auckland, I guess you could say, versus Tasman, but we are going to be covering the Pumas taking on the Springboks is what I was trying to say. Go AB, says Lucas as well, and let's go, lads, says Crazy NZ. But looking through this Wallabies starting lineup just quickly, James Slipper, very experienced in that number 1 jersey. Brandon Payanga, most of the rolling maul. Something we didn't get to see too often was those 50-22s attempted. And we have seen from the Bunnings NPC, the New Zealand provincial competition, they can get you a lot of field territory, but they are risky because of the fact that you can also kick that ball out, which can cost you a lot of meters. Alan Alatoa going to be starting at 3 as well. Once again, getting the opportunity. Darcy Swain, good to see that he is going to be in that starting lineup alongside Matt Phillip, replacing Salakai Lotto for this one as well. So it's going to be an interesting battle once again at line out to Lockie Swinton making his way into that starting lineup. We know how much of a beast he is. The last time he played the All Blacks did end up getting a red card, but looking before that red card, he was one of the most physical players out on the field. And if he can do that again in this game early on, put the pressure on the All Blacks in the breakdown, that's where this game's going to be won for the Wallabies. If they can get in those breakdowns early and really put the pressure on the ABs, force them backwards, then you're in that situation of using your pacey backline, using the power of Paisami at 13 and really cutting the defence open. But then also a man who will be hoping to have a good game, Michael Hooper, number 7 for this one. He has been playing well in those games up against France, played well in the game last week as well. A lot of people are saying that man's got all the weight on his shoulders for this game. We are going to have to wait and see whether or not that will be the case. But Rob Valentini moving from 6 now, going to be starting at 8 for this one. I actually think I prefer him at 8. Definitely when you've got a man like Lockie Swinton who can start at 6 as well. It's just a perfect combo of that power and also just the power and the pace of Valentini. I'm excited for it. Have you challenged Rugby Guru on PS4, mate? Says Jojo Rabbit. Unfortunately, I'm on Xbox One, so we are unable to challenge each other on that. Although I think PC, we both have the game as well. So how many red cards tonight, boys, says Katie Dixon. It's an interesting one. Hopefully none, but there's a risk. I know that they are actually going to be bringing in 20-minute red cards for the Rugby Championship, if I'm not wrong, which will be interesting to see how those go. Scott Barrett to get a red card and lose the game for us as well, says Crazy and said, oh, he's already had that feeling before, Scott Barrett. He will not be wanting it again, that is for sure. And Raymond Raymond said, hello, sir, welcome into the live stream. Why don't they always do the Kapa Opanga haka, says UFO. I believe they switch between the two, and I'm not sure what the reasoning behind choosing whichever one it is. I think some of them are for certain occasions. that they decide to bring it out. So it'll be interesting to see what one they go with in this one as well. Behave yourself tonight, Scooter, as well. Says KT Dixon, and I'll be watching this one on tomorrow as well, says Henry Samuel. And those games tomorrow, there is going to be Waikato taking on Wellington, I believe, for the Bunnings NPC. Those games have been very entertaining so far that we have been able to witness for that, and we have been covering those on the channel as well. Unfortunately for the Wallabies, they didn't capitalise last week. Fortunately for the ABs, they didn't. Let's go the mighty All Blacks, says David David. Yeah, 18 penalties against the All Blacks last week is just an absolutely huge number that you can't afford to give away. And it's going to be interesting. I think, to be honest, I think if they can give away only 12, they could really run away with this game. But it's those extra ones that give the Wallabies an opportunity to kick for the corner. We saw the try of Jordan Ulysses as well. So it's just going to be one of those ones they need to make sure they get it right in the breakdown. And we have got in there, hello, says Roman Ram, and also the ABs will smash the Australia as well, says Lucas. Got it, thanks as well, says UFO. And so impressed with the bullets Smith throws now. He drills passing like we take steps to walk all day, all long. Glad to see he's making a huge impact on finishing phases as well, says Crypto. Yeah, those flat, beautiful balls out into the hands of, I mean, he's been doing them like for the Highlanders for a little while. We saw this season that perfect pass that just goes straight into the hands of the forward through the gap, and it's try time. And that is one thing that they need to make sure they are doing, the All Blacks, is those flat, fast passes rather than the loopy ones we saw last week with Paisami. That can cost you a try and a bit of momentum in the game as well. And talking about Paisami, we're almost on the back line of the Wallabies here. Tate McDermott going to be starting at 9, looking pretty solid for them. In that number 9 jersey, it is going to be Noel Alessio, who will be getting an opportunity at 10 once again. I know a lot of people were giving him a huge amount of stick for those missed kicks, but it is one of those ones. There's a lot of pressure on the young man. The time that he made his debut, international debut, he's had 5 matches. The last time for that debut was actually up against the All Blacks for Bledisloe Cup match 1. So it's one of those ones that maybe around the block here, he will be able to have a better game in this one and a few more kicks going over. And it's going to be Matt Tamua, who will be starting at 12. Another man who can kick, depending on whether or not they decide to. Hunter Paisami as well at 13. Great combo in that midfield. Paisami versus Rieko Ioane, like I mentioned, that is the combo and the battle that I'm looking forward to in this game as well. Callaway is going to be starting out on the right wing. Now, I mentioned his name first because he was on the left last week, but the man who is out on the left wing, he's back from his suspension, Marika Korompeti. He will have to have a huge impact out on that wing, but he's marking up with Will Jordan, and that is not an easy battle by any means of the word. And then it's going to be Tom Banks, the man who was able to score the most tries, one of the most tries. I think actually one of the All Blacks were able to score 2 tries in that last match, but he was able to score 2 as well. Tom Banks, very nicely done, and he will be hoping that he can have a big impact and perhaps go for a few of those 50-22s. Barrett should start as well, says Lucas. Is that all 3 of them or just the one of them? Do let me know. And we have got welcome to the live match. All the best out, love and commentary, mate, as well, says Abdul Malik. Thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate you guys all being here. Nice and early. Poor George has a neck hurt as well. For Where's George, says David, and also hi, bro. How are you, Where's George? Yeah, at this stage, I don't think he is going to be heading around because he did have a neck injury, unfortunately. I'm not sure what he did to it, but it must have been in between yesterday and today. But hopefully, we are going to have him here tomorrow. If he is feeling all right. And game on, says Smitty, and hi, says Reed as well. Hi from Moorcake as well. And what do you think there isn't any backline move? Or why do you think there isn't any backline movement, perhaps, from Nairemu? And I think it's one of those ones that the rush defense from Hunter Paisami was extremely solid in the last match, and it really helped shut down the backline of the All Blacks. He was shutting down Leonard Brown, shutting down Havili as well. He's now at 13, so there'll be just that little bit more space for Rieko Ioane to try and work with that backline of the ABs. And at this stage, I will show the benches as well. We have got Samasoni Takiao starting at 16, still no Dane Coles. Also, Carl Tuinuki-Afi and Angus Darvell going to be the replacement props. Then Scott Barrett starting at 19, who was supposed to be there last week, but Tuipulotu took his spot due to Scott Barrett being sick, but he is back now. And alongside him, Luke Jacobson starting at number 20. Very talented player indeed, Luke Jacobson. Will be able to make a big impact off the bench in this one. TJ Perenara getting his first chance for the All Blacks this year, and he will have to make a big impact there. I know a lot of people wanted to see Brad Weber, but this stage Perenara is back, and alongside him, Bowden Barrett and Geordie Barrett, the 2 Barretts, 3 Barretts this time, we are going to get to see coming off the bench, and we'll have to wait and see how they go. Ulysses, Scott Seo, Taniela Tupou, 2 very good props. Definitely Taniela Tupou late in a match. He is a very dangerous individual. Lukan Salakai-Lotto and Harry Wilson, both in the starting lineup last week, but now they are going to be back on the bench. Nick White returning up against the All Blacks here in the number 21. Lena Katau at 22, and then Reece Hodge, the man who can kick them from all kinds of angles. He is going to be starting. Well, he's going to be on the bench in the number 23 jersey as well. We will look back at the chat we have got there. When's kickoff? It is going to be in 10 minutes time, Jamie. So we are very close. I'll move back to the middle here, do a bit of a shuffle, get Kieran in the shot as well. He's been pumped up. He's feeling good. And we have got, we love you, mate. The way your commentary, myself, my knees, as well as Abdul Malik. And also we have got there, I got a team All Black ball from Adidas, $30 down to 18, says Morcake. So that is pretty awesome. I like Phillip, Swinton, and Valentini, brutal and physical blokes. Yeah, they're one of those ones. I think having Valentini and Swinton out there is just showing the fact that the Wallabies are going to be playing a physical game early on in this match. And the All Blacks are going to have to find a way of countering that, whether that is through their loose forwards, which in this one they have gone with Akira Ioane, who, of course, can definitely keep up with the physicality. Artie Savia, and then number 7 for this one is going to be Dalton Papali. I'm a bit worried about Dalton Papali, not because he's not a good player, just because I always worry that he's going to get injured, because that man will just put his body on the line without really thinking about it. And I guess it's one of those ones that it makes him so great in that regard, because of the fact that he is able to get in there, not he throws caution to the wind. And I always worry that his knees are going to give way. But at this stage, 12 degrees for the temperature, not too bad there. And 22 kilometers an hour for the wind as well. We are only 10 minutes or so away from kickoff. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. But at this stage, the teams are going to be welcomed out onto the field. It is Eden Park once again. I'm excited for this one. The Wallabies in the huddle, they will be determined to try and make this series 1-1. It is their best chance of being able to get that Bledisloe Cup. That is for sure. My cat's lying on me in the morning and gives me a massage as well as more cake. And also we have got, I feel that Aussie need to get their overseas players back with only one, in my opinion. Big Will Scouts, how good would it be having him back in the goal? Tell you what, him for La Rochelle was looking extremely dominant. Big Will Skelton, he's a unit of an individual, and it would be interesting to see how he went for the Wallabies if he was back in that jersey. But at this stage, Michael Hooper leading out his troops to the field, the battlefield, I guess you could call it, Eden Park. What a place to play, and hopefully we do have a very good game on our hands between these two sides. We have got, yeah, that's true. It was Aaron Smith last week. It should have been TJ and Brad. We were just saying as well, says Narema, and also we have got their ABs going to lose a one-game season. I try and pick which game I put my money on. Other team, I'm thinking this year will be Wales as well, says Obi Snake, for who they will lose to. Do you watch the NRL, says More Cake? Unfortunately, I just really don't get too many chances of being able to watch the NRL. I wish that I could watch it a lot more. But yeah, unfortunately, just haven't quite been able to squeeze it in. Now we have got Hamish, you're going to put up the score thing, and we are indeed. Before this match kicks off, I'm actually going to show you guys what the score was in the last match. So this is last match. I will mention right now, the full-time score was 33 to the All Blacks, 25 to the Wallabies. We are seeing all the try scorers here. If you had a mullet, you were scoring a try for the ABs. It was Sevu Reece, Richie Mo'unga, David Arvili, and Damian McKenzie. They were all the try scorers, all backs, and almost all Crusaders as well, with the exception of Damian McKenzie. Andrew Callaway, Tom Banks was able to score 2, and Jordan Ulysses. Now, you look at those tries of Tom Banks, 69th minute, 74th minute, 80th minute. The All Blacks need to be careful late in this game, but I feel like they have learned a little bit from their mistakes. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing this one, but 18 penalties conceded against them was just an absolutely huge number that they need to make sure that they can shut down, or else they will be in a little bit of trouble. Hello, says Jamie as well. Welcome in, mate. And we have got enjoy the game, AB's fam as well, says Cool Lads. And let's go All Blacks. Get that 50-point win, says Chris. He did predict it, and if you are right, will be very impressive indeed. I'm heading that way, bud. As well, says David and White, Bone and Barrett walking out with the big dogs. Getting the big boy. So says Johnny Blakes. Hi, everyone, and hope you are well, says 11J. Said, welcome into the live stream, mate. Hope you are too. And at this stage, the Bledisloe Cup, make sure that none of those big arms accidentally knock the trophy, or else it is going down like a sack of spuds. But at this stage now, the All Blacks running out to an ovation at Eden Park. No rain here, which is absolutely awesome. I feel like any game that gets affected by rain, it can completely change the team tactics. But we are going to get to see some fast-paced, hard-hitting rugby here. Wow, a ton of empty seats here. I think everyone bought the tickets last week, and now at this stage, there are quite a few, but it should still be a very good game indeed. If you find yourself alone riding in Greenfields with the sun on your face, don't be troubled as well. Says Katie Dixon and All Blacks, got to play an 80-minute game. Yeah, that is exactly what they're going to need. Will Jordan here, they are just showing him, I believe he's only played like 100 and something minutes of Test rugby, and he's got about 9 tries or something ridiculous like that. He is just an absolute talent, Will Jordan, scoring 5 up against Tonga in the end when the All Blacks were able to get that massive win of 102-0. But there's no way that this game is going that high in terms of the points, unless, of course, the Wallabies are firing some back. And I am very excited to see how it goes. We're about to hear the national anthems, and then we are going to be underway. Please show us the game. Unfortunately, due to licensing and copyright, if I was to show any match footage or audio, our live stream would be taken off YouTube straight away, unfortunately. Now they are going to be singing. Will Martin is blasting out the Australian national anthem to the Eden Park crowd. My teacher is at the game, says Lucas as well. And so hopefully they do enjoy the game live. And we have got, I think this is the best back three for the All Blacks as well, says Henderson. I quite like the combination of Will Jordan out on one wing and Sever Reece out on the other. And I think the reasoning behind that is because you've got that kind of, it's that combo of pace and power. And I think it is going to be interesting to see whether or not the subs are going to be big for the All Blacks, because we saw last time when they made the subs, the kind of defense fell apart a little bit for them. So it's one of those ones you got to make sure that you find that combination of bringing Barrett on. I'm not sure where they're going to put him, though. I don't know whether they're going to put him maybe at fullback or whether they put him out on that right wing. Australia will win, trust me on this. Go to TAB Easy Muddy as well, says Wazza. And also we have got, when will highlights be available? They are normally available around 30 minutes after the finish of the match. Is Jesus still playing fullback? Or for Jerusalem, says James. We have got morning, lads. Northern Hemisphere in the house, says Thick Boy. What time is it there at the moment? Do let me know. Hi, all keen to help with you. The rules as well, says Scott Jones. And of course, a rule that we need to mention, the 50-22 is going to be in this competition. And it's one of those ones, they only used it once in the last match. Now, the New Zealand national anthem is going to be sung as well. But yeah, they only used 50-22 in that last one. So they need to make sure, maybe, do they try it a couple more times, see what happens? Of course, it's going to be prominent in the Rugby Championship with the likes of Argentina. They enjoy a good kicking game, but also, of course, crashing it forward with those big forwards. They're going to be playing in only 6 hours' time up against the Springboks as well. 8 a.m. here, brother. And it is black coffee time as well, says Roadrunner. Oh, sorry, that was Thick Boy. And also, I think Australia might be more aggressive. Could be close, says Roadrunner. Tell you what, I messed up your name twice, but I think with the selection of the loose forwards, I just have a feeling that the breakdown's going to be somewhere. Swinton is one of those players who will just crash into a breakdown and really just cause problems for the All Blacks, which is why it's going to be so exciting to see how they counter that. Rob Valentini also extremely dangerous in a breakdown, but they are just showing TJ Perenara singing the national anthem. He is one of those players that is back now in the starting lineup, back from Japan, didn't play any of Super Rugby, didn't get a chance in those Steinlager series up against Tonga and Fiji, wasn't eligible, but now he is, and he is going to be hoping to make an impact off that bench. Auckland is too cold to watch the rugby as well, says PC Blaze, Johnny Blaze, and PC has said Artie only just hanging onto his spot. I actually thought they might have decided to go with him at 7 in this match and have Luke Jacobson at 8, because he has been pretty dynamic for the Chiefs throughout this season of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman and also Super Rugby Aotearoa. So I thought maybe that would be the option that they went with. I feel like I'm sitting way off to the side. I think I need to shuffle this way a little bit, although I don't want to land on Ian. He's just popping through. He can go on the other side for now. But at this stage, I was never a 50K as well. And the All Blacks haka always scares me, says Fate Dope Gaming, and they are about to do it. What's the call margin for today's match? I said All Blacks by 15, but I am very undecided on that stat. I feel like it could easily be a lot closer than that. And nonetheless, I will mention we're already on 39 likes and we haven't even hit kickoff. Can we hit 50? 11 more before we get to the kickoff of this game. It is just about to be the haka, and we are going to get to see exactly who is going to be leading. A little bit of a stare down between the two sides. This is going to be an exciting one. Bledisloe Cup 2. Who's going to score the first try, says Ed Vogel. Will Jordan or Sever Reece are my 2 picks for the All Blacks, but I'm not too sure, unfortunately. Hey, bro, you're down for GTA run tonight or tomorrow, says Kyle. I would be pretty keen. Probably tomorrow night would suit me a little bit better on, because I am going to be editing for the Pumas versus Argentina versus South Africa game that is going to be taking place, and the All Blacks are in that triangle formation. They are getting ready to go for this match. Aaron Smith going to be leading the haka, and this is a big moment because of the fact if they can get a good start early here, the All Blacks, perhaps they just try and build on that little bit of form that they found in the middle of that match. They weren't able to close out the match well, so they need to make sure that they don't let the Wallabies start this one well. But Aaron Smith, he is leading the haka. Sam Whitelock at the front. There are a lot of empty seats. I'm not sure what the attendance is, but there are a few people scattered around Eden Park for this match. The third match is going to be taking place 2 weeks' time at Optus Stadium in Perth as well. Thanks, Kiwi lads. Kia kaha, All Blacks as well, says Clayton. And also we have got there 4 tries in the first half. Not sure who as well, says Ed Vogel with Go the Wallabies. And look at TJ, says Kyle. It's one of those ones. He is going to be fired up. You see big Brody Retallick at the back. He gave away a few penalties in the last match early on, but he did change after doing that. Yeah, TJ is absolutely loving it at the front. And now we are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. The second match of the Bledisloe Cup series. Rico Ioane just giving a little bit more of a stare down than he normally would. He loves a bit of a haka, that is for sure. And we have got Batwoman's first name is also Kate. I think I know what's happening here as well, says Sebastian. And is TJ playing? He is going to be coming off the bench for the ABs. And now at this stage, we will quickly go like this. We will go like this. We will put our scoreboard up. I will keep you guys informed about what is happening in the match. Also, what the time is throughout it, of course. We got an 80-minute game of rugby here. I'm fired up for it. I hope you guys are excited as well. Brendan Pickerel will be the referee in charge for this one. Paul Williams, Mike Fraser, Glenn Newman. So still, is it a full New Zealand? No, we might have an Australian in there as well, if I'm not wrong. Surely it's not all New Zealand, though. And we have got, do you live in Australia? I actually live in New Zealand. I'm from South Canterbury. So it's one of those ones that I'm about halfway up the South Island of New Zealand for this one. And I've got an inkling the Wallabies are going to mark Aaron Smith as well, says David. And I think you've got to, because with the pass that he has got, you got to make sure you shut it down early or else you're in a bit of trouble. Michael Hooper got the mouth guard in almost, and it's going to be very exciting to see how this one goes. I'm just quickly going to be bringing up some stats as well throughout this one. Hopefully it will run smoothly, but the countdown is on. This game is about to be on. Eden Park, second test match. And we are going to be getting underway. Richie Mo'unga going to be kicking off this one right to left for the All Blacks here. And he has decided to kick it high. Looks like it is going to be one of the locks claiming this one. Oh, no, it's been dropped there. And straight away, Cody Taylor's got that one with the knock-on advantage for the All Blacks. Just inside of the 22 now. Smith gives it back now to George Bauer with a carry. Rush defense from the Wallabies. Three of the players rushing up to try and shut him down. Mo'unga now goes back. Gives it to Havili. Little bit of a sell. Oh, big hit from Andrew Callaway on Damian McKenzie. And it's a knock-on. And now it will be a double knock-on. So the scrum feed goes to the Wallabies. South Canterbury. It's all good when you come up in my hood as well, says Joseph. We have got, how about a video of the game? Unfortunately, due to licensing, I'm unable to show any match footage or audio, or else we will get taken straight off YouTube. So I do apologize for that in advance, but the highlights will be on the YouTube page of the All Blacks after. But that was a huge hit from Callaway. Damian McKenzie got a bit of a thigh of Rob Valentini as well. But one thing we've learned about Damian McKenzie, he's got a very hard head, and he just keeps on getting up as well. Bet you support Australia as well, says Jamie. I'm not sure whether that's to me or to someone in the chat, but at this stage, 913 kgs for the All Blacks, 905 kgs for the Wallabies. Two big four packs. We saw Otago in the Bunnings NPC only had about a 774 kg one as well. Anthony's not happy with YouTube at this stage. I wish they didn't have like the copyright system and everything, even if we were allowed it to have it just small in the corner. But yeah, they just take everything down. We even had a live stream taken down that we hadn't even started, and they gave us a copyright strike for it. Glenn Newman is a New Zealander as well, says Scott Jones, and we have got a yellow/red card for this game, says Ed Vogel. We're going to see a yellow card in about the 60th minute is my prediction, but I'm not too sure. And we have got there. I was still playing my goalkeeper career mode, says Henry Saville, but at this stage now, the All Blacks, they had a decent looking attack from a mistake off kickoff from Darcy Swain. Unfortunately, just putting that ball down, go the All Blacks full power, get the cup for us as well, says Maxime. And I think that is why they went with a very similar lineup. They decided that they want to make sure all that front row's gone down, and it's going to be now a scrum reset here for the Wallabies. The front rows here for this one, Bauer, Taylor, and also Nepo Lulala going up against will be the very experienced James Slipper, Paianga Mosa, and then also Alana Latoa. I'm going to see 6 red cards in 5 seconds as well. We have also got there, don't talk about that or you will get banned. Yeah, they're very strict, that is for sure. Someone's at the door, says James. I don't think it's George, though. Unfortunately, he's not going to be coming around for this one, which is a bit of a shame. Would have loved to have him here. We have also got there, we have got Go Australia from Jolene. I will try my best to read all the chat, but I feel like it's going to be going extremely quick throughout this one. So I do apologize if I do miss your messages. But yeah, I do appreciate every single one of you being here. If you do want to subscribe and get access to those emojis, it is the channel membership. The link is the pinned comment, and it does make the comment stand out just a little bit more. It makes your name green rather than black, which it does stand out just like Katie Dixon in the chat as well. But now it's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies for the front row going down, and now they have got that penalty. Cody Taylor just dropping on his face there. They wouldn't have been very comfortable early on in this matchup, but they are going to be able to kick it for touch now if it's George as well. In the chat from Jason, we have got, you got to stream South Africa versus Argentina. I am indeed. We are going to be covering that game as well as some of the Bunnings NBC tomorrow. So there is plenty of action that is happening in the rugby world. Tom Banks here kicking this ball for touch, looking like a decent kick as well, getting into the half of the All Blacks now. And they will try and put them under early pressure at scrum time. Listening from Scotland, come on ABs, says David Webb as well. Welcome in from Scotland. What time is it in Scotland at the moment, David? Do let me know. That one's going to be claimed by the Wallabies here. McDermott goes back to Lolesio. Little chip in behind. It's looking good as well. Oh, Damian McKenzie not able to take it clean. It's an awkward fall for him, and he's actually down there, Damian McKenzie. And that is about as long as you see Damian McKenzie down for. Got a little bit of an awkward one. Rieko Ioane with the interception. It's going to be a foot race between Marika Korombeti and Rieko Ioane. But he is going to be scoring the try. And that is the opening try of the match for the ABs. And that is once again the lobby pass from the Wallabies. And because of it now, the All Blacks are going to be rewarded with the early try in this match. It just went a little bit wrong for that backline. It looked decent. The little chip in behind was a great idea from Noel Lolesio, but claimed by McKenzie. bouncing backwards, and Rieko Ioane's he's doing an emoji, or not an emoji, a little signal of it reading the book there. Yeah, Lolesio just throwing the pass. He tried to find Banks, didn't find his hands, and then Rieko Ioane, just too much pace. Good chase from Marika Korombete, putting in the hard yards, almost able to catch him. But then in the end, just too quick, Rieko Ioane, and he was able to score. We got tries in the chat as well. It's 8 a.m. in Portugal, says Sophie, and also we have got there, hello from Cape Town, says Tiger. Welcome into the live stream, mate. I do appreciate you guys all being here for this match. Get rid of Foster as well, says James. Early on in this one, I'm in heaven with all this rugby try as well. And there, and we have got a new member in the chat as well. So thank you very much, mate. I do appreciate that, Almost Human. We will put you up on the screen, give you a special thank you, and I do appreciate that. So you will now have access to the emojis in the chat that the likes of KG and also David and Laxaxo are using, with the Kieran emoji, which is this big blow-up inflatable all black. And it is a very awesome emoji. As the quick update, when is the next game? It is going to be happening at 3 a.m. New Zealand time. Marichi Moonga just sneaking that one in, and it is going to be now 7-0 to the All Blacks early on. Great try early on for Rieko Ioane to really cement just a little bit more of a better start for the All Blacks, and they need to make sure that they keep on continuing to do so. All Blacks try scorers, we will add that name, Rieko Ioane. You love a bit of a tongue roll when you do it, and it is going to be the try early on, 4 minutes into this game now, and the All Blacks have got a 7-0 lead. We have also got their 4 tries in the first half, 3 more to go as well in the chat, and we have got hello from Ireland. Says, oh, I said your name wrong, and I'm looking at, is it Siobhan? No, I think I've said it wrong. Unfortunately, again, I will need the someone kind of pronounced it. Oh, Damian McKenzie's down at the moment. He's just been collapsed under the ruck. He's not looking too flash at the moment, Damian McKenzie. I think he needs to go off for an HIA. What haka was it, says Tiger the Brave. Unfortunately, I didn't actually see too much of it. I think it was Kapa Opanga, if I'm not wrong. But someone else might be able to correct me there. But the All Blacks at the moment just out from their own line, 15 metres out. And Aaron Smith looks like he is going to be kicking this one high. A little bit of a counter ruck here from the Wallabies. But it isn't going to quite be happening for them. Kicking it high. Looks like it is going to be chased by Will Jordan. No, he finds the touchline instead, and it is going to be the line out now for the Wallabies. We have got hello from South Africa, says Tristan. Welcome in, mate. And also we have got Cheyenne is the name. What did I say? Siobhan. Cheyenne is the name. I'm sorry. Pronounced that one wrong again. And we have got there. Her name is easy, says James. Yeah, I feel like I just end up reading it as it's kind of like written. And for a Kiwi, it just didn't quite come off as it was. Brian has said South Africa here as well. Welcome in for Valentini. Driving at Artie Savia now on the 20-metre line. And they are going to be going short side here. It's going to be going back nice inside ball to Tom Banks. Hard in the tackle by Lulala. And he is getting driven backwards now. McDermott gets it to Valentini once again, running at Savia. That is the battle at number 8. That is going to be exciting to watch throughout this one. McDermott gives it to Swinton. And he is trying to pierce his way through a gap. Once again, phase after phase. McDermott tries to run through. A great low tackle from Brody Retallick there to protect it. Going back now, Lolesio gives it out to Marika Korombete. Dalton Pawali missing the tackle. Because of it now, Marika Korombete bouncing out of the tackle 5 metres out now for the Wallabies. Can they fire back with a try straight away? Paanga Mosa driving forward, tackle by Whitelock. And at this stage, Brody Retallick and Darcy Swain having a bit of push and shove. McDermott 1 metre short. Moanga trying to get over the ball, not able to. Akira Ioane's given away the advantage there. And now 5 metres out, Michael Hooper goes back to Lolesio. Out cross kick, Callaway marked by McKenzie, misses the tackle. And Andrew Callaway scores a try for the Wallabies. 2 from 2 for that man starting. And it is another try here in this match. We're getting plenty of them by the looks of it in this one. Both sides decided, you know what, we're just going to score tries for fun in this one. How many tries? We only had 2 tries in the first half of the last match. We're 7 minutes in, and we've already had 2 tries in this opening 8 minutes. We'll quickly add that one to the try scorers list as well, but it was Lolesio. Then passed it out to Marika Korombete. Too many missed tackles here for the All Blacks. Got through the tackle with Papali. Then from there just keeps on driving Marika Korombete. Tate McDermott, he did very well. He saw the gap round the side. Little bit of a step round. Tackled low, and then from there, just a backline movement. And in the end, it was actually Michael Hooper. Gave it back to Lolesio. And another cross kick out to Callaway. McKenzie misses the tackle. And they were able to score that try there, the Wallabies. And they are right back in this contest now with a kick to come as well. We have got tries in the chat here. What the chat is going quick at the moment. I do appreciate every single one of you guys being here for this live stream. And it is the try emojis from Sebastian DMAC is Callaway as well, says Katie. And also try for the Wallabies. It was indeed Andrew Callaway, 2 from 2. In his 2 starts for the Wallabies so far. He was able to score in the last match. He actually scored in the 36th minute in the last one. So he's cut a whole 28 minutes off that one eyebrow as well. Says Adatia. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, but welcome in to the live stream, mate. Hugely appreciate you being here for this one. Hi from a Welshman in Japan. DMAC will have an incredible time as well. Says it is Ian. And also Bulla from Suva Fiji. Says Bernadette, right. This is a big moment. Noel Lolesio. It's fair to say he didn't have the best kicking game last week, but Can this be the opportunity for him to get the 7-pointer here? From the touchline, strikes it well. Not well enough, just away to the right-hand side. So it means that an unconverted try leads the score at 7 to the All Blacks and 5 to the Wallabies. D-Mac is getting bullied. Damn, as well says Lake Sexel. Yeah, unfortunately, I think he took a head knock earlier on in the game. And I don't want to say that he should have gone off for an HIA, but he just didn't look good. It was as if he actually got tackled and kind of got his neck crushed. Unfortunately, Will Jordan contesting in the year off kickoff. And now it is going to be in the hands of Marika Kuramberi. So they've done well there for the Wallabies to be able to retain that one after a lot of pressure from Jordan off kickoff. They're just going to be running Lockie Swinton forward like a bulldozer he goes. And he is trying to make a few extra meters. We've got another new channel member as well. Thank you very much. Oh, that's the wrong one. It was from Manuel Petilo. Happy, I almost said happy birthday. But thank you very much for becoming a channel member match. Mate, I should say, tell you what, I'm all over the place at the moment. This is going to be an exciting contest by the looks of it. But yeah, I do thank you very much, Manuel, for becoming a channel member. You now have access to those emojis. Good kick downfield from the Wallabies. I think it was just inside. Oh. Is it the All Blacks? I think it is the All Blacks line out here. McDermott saying he was inside of his own half here, but they are saying it was outside, so it is not going to be a 50-22 now, and it will be Cody Taylor with this line-out throw. Come on, Aussie, says Johnny Blaze as well, and we have got needs to nail the kick, says Nabel, and also hoping for a Wallaby win. We'll keep it interesting. It would indeed going into the third match to be 1-1. It's going to be huge. Of course, I did mention before the match, the last time the All Blacks lost on New Zealand soil, I would have been about 300 days old. I am now about 7,600, so it's a long time, a lot of years, but it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the Wallabies can keep up what they are doing early on in this match because it's working. The physicality game, it's looking solid. Aaron Smith now inside of the 22, kicking it downfield, looking for the touchline, doesn't find it. Kuramberi takes it now, gives it across to Tom Banks. The man who was able to score 2 in the last match, looking for the cross kick once again. It's going to be bouncing into touch there. Sever Reese marking it up nicely for Callaway, and it will now be a line out once again. Oh, they're taking it quickly, gone to Aaron Smith short, back to Sever Reese, and that was a huge hit from Michael Hooper straight over the ball. And has he got it? No, he's given away the penalty there, Michael Hooper. And now the All Blacks from about 55 out will have the opportunity at kicking this one for touch. We have got no South Africa Rugby World Cup holders. They lost the game in their World Cup as well, says Luke. And we have what's got there. I heard New Zealand will close the border for the rest of the year, says Amori. I believe they mentioned that if they did end up with any more kind of the, not the, is it the second string of cases? I think they were going to be closing it if they had to. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes because, of course, the All Blacks, they still need to go to Australia for their matches up against Argentina, originally going to be taking place in New Zealand, claimed nicely by Whitelock off the line out, and it's a good set rolling maul here for the ABs. Trying to march their way forward, I believe it is Bauer who's got that ball in hand, going to pass it back to Cody Taylor, Crusaders teammates, already trying to link up early in this one. Good rolling maul, still moving slowly, but the Wallabies trying to defend it. Not quite working out at the moment. There's about 8 All Blacks all in that rolling maul. And now it looks like they might consider, yes, they've got the advantage now. It's going back half belly, passes it back now to Mwanga. Inside ball, Sever Reese, what a tackle from Michael Hooper. And that is a try saver right there. Michael Hooper covering Sever Reese, somehow able to stop him. And we have what's got there in there where to watch the free stream as well, says our man. Unfortunately, I don't believe there's too many around, sadly, but there is going to be highlights on the All Blacks YouTube channel after the game has finished. So that is probably your best option in terms of where to be able to watch the most of this game. For free, but at this stage now, Richie Mo'unga, he's got the ball in hand. Does he take? Oh, they're taking on the corner here, the All Blacks. They are playing aggressively. They've decided they don't want 3-pointers. They want 7s. They want to score tries, and they may need quite a few of them because the Wallabies have come to play. That is for sure. Mo'unga, beautiful inside ball to Sever Reese, but then it was Michael Hooper who was able to just get the hand on the ball to stop it from being able to be a nice inside ball from Sever Reese. Going to be a line out 5 meters out, though. Cody Taylor going to be in the perfect place here. I wonder how Squire feels about being an OG mullet head against so many new mullet men wearing black as well, says Johnny Blaze. Although they've got a different style of mullet, isn't it? It's almost like Liam Squires was full on, like he had a little bit going down at the back, if I'm not wrong. They're almost, yeah, I don't think I could pull off a mullet, that is for sure, but that's taken nicely by Kirioani. 10 meters out now for the All Blacks. Going backwards, they've been told to use it once, but now it's going sideways. Cody Taylor at the back, looking good here. Darcy Swain trying to pierce his way through the middle of it. Aaron Smith's got this ball. It looks like he might consider going short side. No, Mwanga decides to run off to the side. David Arvili playing crash ball, couple meters short. Great defense from Lolesio. And they've got the advantage as well here, the All Blacks. It's going to be knocked on. Oh, good tackle there from Brody Retallick on Matt Phillip. And a bit of push and shove early on in this one, big bros. We have got the Hall of Mullets as well, says Scotty, and also we have got, appreciate everyone here in the stream, as well as Fury 5. I do indeed as well. It is awesome having so many of you guys here for this matchup We are going to be covering the third one in 2 weeks' time as well. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. At this stage, let's go. You should get Mr. Burns hairstyle as well, says Johnny Blaze, and also Hooper is a machine Aiken to Mitchie McCaw, says haka, and also one of those ABs needs to step up and grow a skullet, a mullet with a bald top as well. Who do you think would be the first to do it? I feel like the way that the All Blacks are going, they've got a lot of players in their 30s, so perhaps it won't be too far off us being able to get one, but now it's going to be another rolling maul. Possible opportunity here for the All Blacks. Cody Taylor with this line out throw here. Deciding where to go. It looks like they are going to be going to the back. It's taken nicely by Whitelock now. The Wallabies set very early in that one, trying to stop it, but it is very hard to stop a rolling maul. Matt Phillip just trying to pull it down by the looks of it. Yeah, that's going to be an advantage against him, I think. If I'm not wrong, I think he left that one. So because of it, oh no, it's going to be the scrum feed for the Wallabies now. So they have done it very nicely indeed there. We have Oscar, you should get, we've got today another one for the ABs, says Pradeep, and also go the Mighty All Blacks again. And let's hope the record at Eden Park stays intact, says Cindy. It's going to be interesting. Like I mentioned, it's been a long time. I believe it's over 19 years since they were able to get a win on New Zealand soil, the Wallabies, let alone at Eden Park. That's going back to the 1980s, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And we have got Big Bro's shirt is broken and fallen apart. My eyes are now fixed on him. I want to see Frankenstein like sweaty body. So well says Johnny Blaze, and also get let Tamua do the kicking. Noah is choking as well, says interest. Yeah, still very early. I believe he's only played 6 test matches. So it's one of those ones. Unfortunately, maybe Tamua would be the better option. Of course, Reece Hodge they will go with if it's 50 metres out. But so far, Lalicio just hasn't quite been striking them well on New Zealand soil. We have got Valentini, looks like a young Radik Samu as well, says Iskaroi. At this stage, he is a very dangerous man off the back of the scrum, that is for sure. I think from here, though, they might consider just going possibly back to either Lalicio or maybe Tom Banks for a kick here. Unless they go for a counter-attack from inside of their own 22, that would be impressive from the Wallabies. They are showing that man, Matt Tamua, there. It's going to be, once again, another scrum reset. The scrum's just not quite sitting nicely for either side at this stage. Greetings from Malaysia. 30 degrees. Celsius, hot shower, humid as well, says he. Make sure, yeah, that's a bit warm. We're 6 degrees here where I live at the moment. And referee's a joke, says Craig as well. And we have got there Radik Samu ripping up at nearly 40 years old, a legend Eskaroi as well. And also go the All Blacks. Hi from Malaysia, says Letha. And we have also got, make sure you've got your Daisy Dukes on. And Johnny Blaze, you're weird, my dude, says Fury 5. Yeah, that's something I think a lot of people have gotten used to in the chat with Johnny Blaze. Sounds to me like the Wallabies came with a mission. Says Gal, yeah, they need to win this match. And then it goes to Perth. And anything can happen over there. Of course, it's going to be different conditions. And the last time the All Blacks played at Optus, I believe they lost it, if I'm not wrong, unless they had one game there last year that they may not have. But there was a red card to Scott Barrett, which then led to the downfall of the All Blacks at Optus. I've got him on right now. Just need to be careful. My creative flops out somewhere now. It is going to be going short side. Lalicio kicks it downfield. And that is a good clearing kick there from Noel Alessio to relieve a bit of the pressure, but they're still going to be 30 metres out from their own line here. 17 minutes into this game as well. It is going very quickly. Oh, they're on a mission, all right, says Manuel. And yeah, at this stage, it's going to be very exciting. And that's going to be claimed by the Wallabies. They've said that they've closed the gap, though. So because of it, it is disrupted, they have said, and it is going to be now probably a scrum feed for it will be New Zealand. Yes, it is. We've also got a super sticker from it is Pet NZ Me as well. I will quickly, unfortunately, for some reason on the live stream, it doesn't actually come up with what it shows, but I've got super sticker up on the screen and I will get to see it through this one as well to see exactly what it was, but it just says super sticker, sadly. But I do thank you very much for that donation, mate. Hugely appreciate it. All you guys showing the support. We've had a couple new channel members as well on this live stream, which has been absolutely awesome. If you guys want access to those channel emojis, it is the pinned comment in the description to become a channel member, and then you will have access to all of those as well. But now quickly, we are going to have the scrum feed. Are we? Yes. Oh, Aaron Smith holding his knee there, I see as well, that they were just showing. So TJ Perenara just warming up a little bit, maybe going to get a lot more minutes in this game than he would have expected going into it. But yeah, it is a celebration, kind of a pear-shaped arrangement for that super sticker. I believe that's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks now, and they're in this situation of possibly, do they take on the 3 or do they go for the corner? That's the big question for them at this stage. And we have what's got there, Austin could upset because of the coach as well, says Luke. And we have got there, it's a fat guy with a horn, says overstaken, you're a legend, says Manuel. And you are as well, mate. I do appreciate every single one of you guys being here. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. We'll have a quick look to see what we are sitting on. At this stage, we are sitting on 74 likes. So we may be able to push towards 100 by halftime, but Richie Moonga now is going to be taking on the kick and possibly deciding to slow this game down a little bit here for the ABs. Going to be about 35 out as well. We have got the fact that both teams number 11 scores a try is interesting. Ioane versus Callaway. going to be an interesting one, that is for sure, because of the fact also on the other wing, you've got Marika Korombete, and he is going to be marking up with Will Jordan. So it's one of those ones that both wingers, Severy seems to like coming straight into the middle of the field as well for attacks, which is one thing that I think Marika Korombete is going to have to do as well. Nice, Kiwi Lads got a donation, says Barry Green. We did indeed. And it is a very awesome indeed. We have got Kia from Manuel. Welcome in. And I do appreciate you being the member. Be sure to use those emojis if you have got access to them. The likes are the ones that Katie is using. They've got a big Kieran one here if you do want to try them out. But at this stage, Richie Moonga just going to be lining up the kick. It's actually, I should mention, Richie Moonga's missed that one away to the right. Not ideal, but he is a giant inflatable All Black, as you can see here with the All Blacks logo. He loves a bit of rugby, that is for sure. He's been through most of the live streams that we have done on the channel. We're up to 108 at this stage now. Rip Rule Jaws, Bumfa as well, says Johnny Blaze. I feel like you might be a little bit ahead. I will be waiting to see what he's going to do, but Matt Tamua here going to be kicking this one from inside of the 22. Gives it now into the hands of Will Jordan. I assume this is, oh yeah, that's a big hit from Marika Korombete. We were just mentioning that battle on that side. That was a huge one indeed. Now it's going back though. Moonga got the men on the outside, gives it to Ioane. Wide ball to his brother Akira, trying to break the tackle. Good low tackle from Callaway though, to be able to slow down that attack. Is going to be Aaron Smith now passing it back, gives it to Moonga. Nice little salad dummy Moonga, but he wasn't quite able to go through the gap that he was after. Going short side now, it's going to be Akira Ioane. He's got Savia with him, going close to the touchline. Somehow keeps the ball in, or Severis dropping it though. Now it's back to Lolesio, just throws it like it's an American football now. And it's going to be Noel Lolesio out the back line. Paisami sells the dummy. But great low tackle from Big Brodie Retallick. Still going to be on the side of the Wallabies. 40 minutes out from their own line here. I will read the chat in a very short moment. Tamua now decides to kick it downfield. Gives it to McKenzie inside of the 22. And this is where Damian McKenzie can be dangerous. Kicking it downfield, deciding not to go for the 50-22. Just straight down the throat of Noel Lolesio there. Kicking it back downfield. It's just going to become a game of force back for a little bit of time. Who is going to be able to make the other side make a mistake here? It's going to be a counter-attack here. Will Jordan trying to find the gap. He's almost found it. Oh, offload out the outside to David Arvili. He's been nailed in the tackle by it was Korombete as well. He's just going around whacking everyone at this stage. David Arvili is still down. And it is going to be Rico Ioane. Oh, sorry, it was Richie Moonga who has got that one, but 40 metres out from their own line here, the All Blacks. I believe David Arvili may still be, no, he's back up on his feet, which is good to see. Damian McKenzie, first receiver here. Looking for a bit of a step, ends up just slipping there. And Matt Phillip and also Valentini trying to get straight on the ball. The All Blacks are doing well to hang on to this one because the Wallabies are in those breakdowns. Payanga Mosa, has he got it? No. Just inches from being able to steal that one. Smith goes back now. McKenzie on the left boot. Kicks it high, just tries to create a little bit of space here. Taken beautifully by Callaway. Good timing from Severis, but now it's going to be Tate McDermott. Tries to sell a bit of a dummy. Gets tackled there. Got the knees down. They've got to release, and the ball has come free, and that's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies for not releasing. Brodie is a damn good tackler as well, says Manuel and bloody Richie. Earlier on, says David. I tell you what, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. I do appreciate every single one of you guys being here for this one. People are always going to find a way to blame Bowden Barrett for everything. Someone has probably blamed him for singing the Titanic as well. And a lolcate as well, says Manuel. And Weet-Bix with butter and Vegemite as well, says Reby. I don't think I've actually tried that combo. That's going to be a quick tap taken by Tom Banks. They see the backline opportunity, gives it out now to Marika down the wing. Marika Korombete. He is dragged down by David Arvili. Going now back across field. Lockie Swinton's throwing the ball forward, unfortunately for him, dropping that one. And now Cody Taylor's claimed it. And the All Blacks now will once again have an opportunity for a counter-attack. They've got the advantage as well, so they can throw everything at this. It's going across Rico Ioane now. Flat ball out to Akira. He's got the man on the outside. Severis. He's got Damian McKenzie on the inside. Sells the dummy. He's just going to decide who to go to. McKenzie gives it to Brodie Retallick. And he scores the try. Big Brodie Retallick between the sticks. And tell you what, the bench is absolutely buzzing for that one. Big Broads has been able to put it down between the sticks. And it is now going to lead to the All Blacks being just that little bit further ahead in this one. We will add into the try scorers list. It's only 23 minutes into this game. We've still got plenty of action left, that is for sure. But Brodie Retallick, great support line. Or Retallick's a hard last name to spell. I feel like I've probably spelled it wrong, but that is all right. It was Akira Ioane. Just sells the dummy, commits Callaway, and unfortunately, they just had too many numbers. Beautiful ball from Damian McKenzie to decide to go to Brodie Retallick rather than trying to skip him, go to Aaron Smith and pick Brodie Retallick. He's still got a bit of toe. We saw him in those training exercises, the ones that he run back and forth. He was keeping up with a few of the Barretts for those ones by the looks of it, and he has now scored the second try of the match here for the All Blacks. There we go. We will add that one to the try scorer sheet. Richie Moonga should be able to get this one straight out in front, and he does so. So now the score is going to be 14 to the All Blacks and 5 to the Wallabies, but Big Brody Retallick, he's already got the strapping on his arm. He is at this stage going to be putting in a shift for the boys by the looks of it. We have what's got there. A lot of Aussie cheap shots as well. There's Craig and also South Africans themselves after watching that try. It was a very nice one. And that's one thing. They were so close to scoring a try similar to that last week when it was called a forward pass on the halfway line. It was actually Aaron Smith and Brody Retallick. Tell you what, Ian Foster, this man, he just smiled. He doesn't smile very often. So that must have been a good try for Big Brody Retallick to be able to score if Ian Foster has been grinning ear to ear, but now it's going to be kicked off by the Wallabies once again. 25 minutes into this one, taken by Brody Retallick there in the air, and now the All Blacks just outside of the 22 once again. What is it like to live stream as well, says Henry Samuel. It's a lot of talking, that is for sure. Hopefully the audio sounds all right for you guys, but yeah, it is pretty much internet, Wi-Fi, that's Wi-Fi, microphone, and you're good to go pretty much. We have got Big Brody, got skills. He does indeed. He didn't have the best game last week. I know a lot of people were criticizing him, but he looks like he's going to have a very good game in this one. McDermott, now they've got the knock-on advantage here for the Wallabies. Is going to be back. Michael Hooper now trying to sell the dummy passes back to Matt Tamor. Offload to Matt Phillip. The Matt's linking up now 40 meters out from the All Blacks line. Cody Taylor going to get on the ball, and he wins the penalty for the All Blacks there. Oh, two lots of push and shove. We got Matt Tamor and Rico Ioane, and also it was Michael Hooper. And I think it was maybe, I'm not sure who Michael Hooper was pushing, but there are a few. Oh, there's a bit of biff happening at the moment. It was a Kira Ioane who was having a bit of push and shove with them as well. Let's go, Brody, as well, says Stanley. And also we have got WTF is the shirt material. Yeah, it doesn't look very solid. Normally, like, they don't rip too often, but those ones, the numbers on the back seem to be falling off, like, very often throughout games. Oh, Richie Mo'unga takes the quick tap, but decides against it in the end. Just tested the defense a little bit. Most people named Brody have mullets as well, says Ovie Snake. Probably a fair point. Sam Kane here is going to be talking on the commentary. Of course, he will be waiting to return here very soon for the ABs, but at this stage, it is going to be Dalton Publi in the number 7 and targeting McKenzie, says Craig. That is a good point. At this stage, they keep on shutting him down early. He was hit very hard by Marika Conomberi early on as well, which I thought he was almost going to be going off for an HIA in that one because he just got absolutely nailed, almost crushed on his neck as well, which is an awkward way of falling. We have got Let's Go All Blacks, says T, and also AJ, sorry. Yes, they are deaths related. They look like they're barely alive. So says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there, do New Zealand have one or two more games after this one against Australia? There is one more game that is going to be taking place, and it is going to be in Perth, the 2nd or 2 weeks away from here. But Brody Retallick's shirt is already ripped at this stage. They are showing. But yeah, it is the situation of 2 weeks. It is going to be Optus. And then after that, we are into the games between the Wallabies and South Africa, and also the All Blacks and Argentina. How much time do we have, says Manuel, at this stage? We are 26 minutes into this game. It's going to be a very high scoring one by the looks of commentary number 1. Always, bro, as well, says Dizzy. And we have also got their legend told Foster will smile again if the ABs win the Rugby World Cup under his coaching as well, says Ed Vogel. And also we have got in there, Let's Go All Blacks from Tiba. At this stage, we have got the scrum reset between these two sides, both over 900 kgs in their scrums. Two very solid units, that is for sure. And we have got to remember that match where Beauden Barrett snagged the thread on Kurtley Bell's jersey, and it unraveled completely right there on the pitch in like 3 seconds. And even the mics were picking up Beauden Barrett kickling as well, says Katie. But the player cam for this one's David Arvelli. That will be quite an interesting watch because of the fact that they are trying their best to shut down the midfield of the All Blacks. Hunter Paisami with that rush defence. Matt Tamua, I think it was working pretty well with Len Ikitau because they can both really take a hit, Paisami and Ikitau. It works quite nicely, but Matt Tamua probably more of a technical number 12. Guess you could say he's just passed it back to Noel Alessio. Now out to Tom Banks. The space is opening up here for Tom Banks. Kicks it in behind. And it's going to be a big kick in behind as well, but it is just going a little bit too far into the in goal. Damian McKenzie decided to kick that one into touch rather than taking the goal line dropout, which it would have been, I believe, because of the new rules. I subscribe to, bro. Keep it up. You're better than he's a biased Aussie as well, says T. We have got hell out, boys. Are going for the kill as well, says Emmanuel. Yeah, both sides looking like they're going to be playing a lot of hard-hitting, fast-paced rugby. It's going to be claimed by the Wallabies now. Just inside of the 22, Rob Valentini running at Savia. That is a battle that is just absolutely awesome to see. Brendan Pickerell's down. He's trying to get in the ruck as well. He's still down. He's getting up. He's getting down, and everyone is falling around, and now he is going to be saying, sorry, guys, I just wanted to get a little bit more involved. Always wanted to be a forward, but now it is going to be, I don't even know what he's going to call this one. At this stage, Brendan Pickerell. I think it is a scrum. to the Wallabies, if I'm not wrong. We have got a 24 pack of Cody's to wash it all down as well, says Johnny Blaze. And we all know that this is going to end. Australia are not a strong rugby nation as well, says Manque. And also we have got, and they are they using the law variations today, like 50-22 and red card rules? I don't think they've got the 20-minute red card, but they do have the rules of the 50-22. So it is going to be a penalty to the Wallabies here, and they are going to be kicking for the corner once again. They know that three-pointers just won't quite tick it over to be able to beat the All Blacks. So kicking for the corner here, and it will be possibly buying Mosa trying to pick himself up a try in this one. The ref got crushed as well. Yeah, he ended up, he just got pushed by, it was Whitelock, then pushed by, it was Pavali, then he fell over backwards, and then from there, he just kept on getting in the ruck there. But now it's going to be Darcy Swain taking it nicely. Good defense so far from the All Blacks to try and slow it down in this rolling maul. It isn't moving, so they're going to be told to use it soon. Darcy Swain just slapping the back of Akira Ioane. He's not allowed to be where he is, but the All Blacks are coming up now, and they want to make sure that they are defending it very nicely. Dalton Bubbly right round the side of this rolling maul. He'll be trying to shut down McDermott. If he takes it, he goes to Tamua instead. Rush defense offside from the All Blacks. Not smart when you are only a few minutes out from your own line. Now it's going to be Matt Phillip getting driven sideways, so they've got at least the 3 here for the Wallabies. It's just whether or not they can break through and get the 7. Michael Hooper now driving 14 minutes out now for the Wallabies. Now it's McDermott, goes to Lolesio, passes flat ball, goes through the hands of Cotton Betty. Big step from Tom Banks, great low tackle from Brody Retallick as well. And Cody Taylor straight on that ball. So now it does mean that it is going to be offside against the ABs. We have got come on Wallabies as well. It's interesting. Also, we have got, bro, I'm kind of shocked that you still live at your mum and dad's house. I mean, I'm only 21. So, I mean, I've still got a lot of time to be able to pick up a house at some stage where we have got there. They are forever moaning about the rule or moaning about the rules as well as the comment from it was Manuel, and we have got Pickerel wanted a sneaky touch of Brody Retallick's bot as well. And I know All Blacks says Gilbert, but at this stage now they are just getting warned so far. 4 penalties against the All Blacks and a total of 5 against the Wallabies. So quite a few so far in this matchup. 500 in the house. Yeah, I've just seen that with somehow we're on 100, or sorry, we're on 500 people watching at the moment. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've hit 100 likes. Can we push towards 125 by the time we get to halftime? We have still got a total of 10 minutes left as well. They're going to be taking on the 3 points here, the Wallabies, to try and cut themselves back to only being at a 6-point deficit. Noel Lolesio needs to make sure he gets this one, though, because of the fact there is a lot of pressure on him after the kicking that he had last week. He has got that one now, and the score is going to be All Blacks 14 and the Wallabies 8. Who's your bet in this match? Says Harrison. I said All Blacks by 15, but I feel like that was just a random number that came to my head. To be fair, and we have got, thank you for showing support as well, says Sebastian. And also we have got ABs all the way, says Manuel. But yeah, if you do want access to those special emojis that the likes of Sebastian and Katie are using in the chat, it is through channel memberships. The link is the pinned comment in the chat, and there is a join button, I believe it is. And if you click that one, it is $5 New Zealand a month, and you get access to all the emojis and special live streams that we will be doing in the future inside of the 22. Now the Wallabies going to be Swinton once again driving forward for them just inside of the 22, so they can kick this one out on the full if they decide to. It's going back to Noel Lolesio, going for the cross kick instead. Interesting tactic there. Just kind of kicking it up the middle of the field, giving the possession back into the hands of Richie Moonga. And you give that man space, and it's a danger for you because he is driving forward 20 metres out now. Richie Moonga getting the All Blacks into a very good attacking position. Beautiful inside ball from Whitelock to Savi, who's just shunted off Tate McDermott there. Smith once again goes back across. Lulala gets a carry, tackled by Valentini. And Alalatoa going back now. Havili trying to step through. Good low tackle from slip of the ball. Almost coming loose there, but they have been able to hang on to it. Darcy Swain trying to get in there. Not quite able to. Aaron Smith now trying to instruct where he wants those big forwards to go. Oh, Michael Hooper leaving his feet. He is complaining about it as well. Now it's going to be going back. Damian McKenzie sells the dummy. He's been under the tackle by Valentini. Now it's Moang offload to Pavali, who is only going to be 5 metres short now of the line. It's going to be around the side. George Bauer takes the carry. And at this stage now, the All Blacks just creeping ever so close to the line. 3 metres out at the moment. It's going to be around the side of Kiriuani. Trying to get round, not quite able to. Looks like Savia now going close, going over. And Savia scores a try for the All Blacks, and he is fired up at the moment for the All Blacks to be able to get themselves their third try of the match, I should say. And it was very nicely done by that man, Artie Savia, just the leg drive. Him versus Valentini, I have said it all the way through. That's a battle that I've been looking forward to. We've seen them clash many times there. I think, was it Valentini who tried to make the tackle on him? It might have been, which does just add to that intense battle we're going to see. But great run from Richie Moonga. And then from there, the All Blacks just putting the phases together, not rushing it, making sure that they get it right. McKenzie hit hard in the tackle. Moonga able to find the offload to Pavali, who was getting close to the line. And then from there, it was going to be Artie Savia And we have also got, tell you what, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. I do appreciate every single one of you. We have got Harrison. Can I get a shout out? Shout out to you, Harrison. We have got clearing your camera around, says Tony. Unfortunately, due to licensing, I'm not actually able to show any match footage or audio, or else we would get taken straight off YouTube. So I do apologize about that in advance. Can someone please tell me how to work these buttons as well, says Manuel. I assume Katie or Sebastian are probably your best bets in the chat. Hopefully one of you guys can help him, but I believe it is if you click there's a little emoji picture, I think, if I'm not wrong, that you will have access, and you'll be able to put the likes of Kieran in the chat and the hundreds and all sorts. The bro should apply for Sky Sports Commentary, says that you. So unfortunately, I think for Sky, you probably have to have played rugby for about 15 years to be able to commentate for them. So I think at this stage, I absolutely love this, though, because of the fact I get to talk to you guys as well as talking about the game. And at this stage, Richie Mo'unga now once again going to be lining up this one. He has missed one kick so far, but the other two he has been able to nail. We have got Kevin Layla here, or Layla, sorry. Here, I'm going to predict 38 for New Zealand, 24 for the Aussies. What do you think? I feel like that might not be too far off, to be honest. I said 15 points difference originally for my prediction. That one has gone over from Richie Mo'unga. So now 3 converted tries, and Ardie Savia, the man who was able to drive over there. Very nice try for the All Blacks. Themselves a little bit more of a lead. We have got in there 4 tries in the first half. See there, Vogel. Yeah, what we may still have one more as a half time, says Jamie. No, we have still got another 5 minutes left of this first half before it is going to be the end. We have got there. How was your day? It's going very well. We've had rugby non-stop, and it is absolutely awesome that we've been able to have so many. Just like a Sky, says Henry. I don't know whether or not putting you've played 15 years of rugby on your CV and then them not hearing of you playing any rugby would work too well. But Whitelock now 25 metres out from the All Blacks line, and they will be hoping that they can find their way maybe over the try line one more time before halftime. But the Wallabies, they're still in this match. If they can get one try before halftime, they are going to be well and truly in it for the second half. Will Jordan now trying to chase this one. Not able to take it. Tom Banks taking it nicely. Savia straight on that ball, and that's going to be the penalty, is it? No, not quite able to get it there for the All Blacks. The ball has popped out the back on the side of the Wallabies, and now it's going to be Alatoa goes back. Oh, it's a big hit on Noel Alicio. Dalton Pavali trying to get straight in there, cleaned out though. Goes back. It's an awkward ball, but Michael Hooper through the gap. Good tackle almost from Rieko Ioane. Michael Hooper's still going. He's just rolling forward. Michael Hooper, he's a springboard, that man. He's just going up and down, up and down, up and down like a trampoline. Now he's going to be going out to Tamua. Gives it to Valentini on the outside. Callaway running low on space. Like I was running low on oxygen for a second there, but now it is going to be McDermott. Goes back across Belpayanga. Mosa drops the head, reaching, crawling, not able to get there. The McDermott around the side, he was short as well. And the Wallabies are right there, and I think the All Blacks have been able to steal that. No, it's going to be a penalty. Whew. And we have got live radio. Sounds like you're calling us out, says Luke. And we have also got there any rules need clearing as well. Says Scott, I think it is just pretty much the 50-22 is the big one that has been added into this competition for the rugby championship as well. We have got thanks so much. You have made my day as well. And we have got just say you play rugby in Romania, says to you so. And we have also got there, thank you, Katie, as well in the chat, and 41-27 for the prediction from Manuel. And we have got the commentary as the greatest, as says Katie. It also hoops with a barnstorming run. It was indeed a very nicely done. Just went up and down. He ended up, the tackle was missed by Rieko Ioane. Sevu Reece was going after the ball. Michael Hooper springs back up, gets then tackled by Whitelock and also Sevu Reece. Just kept going. And what did your mum and dad say when you hit 4K subs? They were impressed at how quickly the channel has been growing. We have been doing extremely well lately for the amount of commentary ones that we have been doing. We've been doing the Bunnings NPC. They're a little bit quieter than these international games, but I absolutely love them for the sake of being able to learn all of these players that will one day possibly put on the black or the gold jersey for either of these sides. But 37 minutes in now, it's going to be a scrum feed for the Wallabies, currently sitting only 5 meters out from the All Blacks line as well. Are we back? Are we back, baby? Ardie is good. And can you keep us in the field position, or field position, please, as well? Says Obi Snake, I will do my best. 5 meters out at the moment. The Wallabies, that front row has gone down, and it's going to be another scrum reset. That is every time that they've had a scrum here, the Wallabies, the front rows have gone down before having the contact. The puff has gone out of the Aussies. Better tell Falau. Oh no, as he'll come back. If that's the case, says Scotswell. I think they've still got some fight in them. They're 5 meters out here. They score a try and convert it. They're only 6 points out. Take a breath, Hamish, as well, says Naruma. Yeah, flat out going. $300 worth of bets on this game, says Riff. Who are you backing in this one? Do let me know. And we have what's got there. Let's go All Blacks. We were watching the rugby with my dog, my wife and the kids. Uninterested as well, says Johnny Plays. And we have also got there, is there a limitation to the crowd in Eden? Too few, says he, mate. Sure. I believe they were going to be allowed a full house. They had 77,000 for the first match. And I feel like they've probably, looking at it, I'd say 30,000 max. I don't really know how to count people well. I mean, I could count people, but it would take a long time. So normally I just let the people on the gate do that. But there are a lot of empty seats. There's a few places that are filled up around it as well. But now it's going to be the scrum feed. And it's going to be once again, the scrum's just not quite working. They keep on closing the gap there. The All Blacks in the front row. We have got there, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico as well. Says Katie Dixon with the 100 and the ball emoji in there. And also Kia ora, Kiwi lads, whanau. Jerde AB, says Lewis. And at this stage, they're going very well. And, oh, sorry, is it Lois? Louise. I feel like I always say that one wrong, and I do apologize. Do let me know what one it was. Highlander, Kansas City as well. Says mate Joanne, Rico, and Sevu. One in the pink. I know. I can't read that one, but now it's going to be a scrum feed once again. Currently only a minute and a half left of this first half. The All Blacks leading this one 21 points to the 8. 3 tries scored so far by the All Blacks. The try scorers Rico Ioane, also Adi Savia and Brody Retallick. We've got the Springboks are not ready for these two as well, says Sean. It's going to be interesting because the Springboks, they pretty much go straight out of isolation into their matchup against the Wallabies. So I feel like the Wallabies, they will have a pretty decent shot. Oh, they'll probably have their best shot of being able to beat them. And now it's going to be in the hands of Rob Valentini, wrestled away by Akira Ioane. And it's going to be going back now for the penalty against the All Blacks at scrum time. Once again, just not quite going well for them. Now they are going to be 5 meters out. Hunter Paisami wants to take this one quickly by the looks of it. He's king. And we have got, you can read anything English as well, says James. And also we have got 50-22 law means that if the player kicks from inside their own half and the ball bounces before going into touch inside of the opposition 22, the kicking team will get the throw into the subsequent line out as well. And that is actually, yeah, that's very well explained, because the other rule that they have got is if the ball goes into the in-goal area and the defending team puts the ball down, then you have a goal line dropout, rather than it being a 5 meter scrum, which it used to be. We have got, remember, if it's like Chiefs Rugby versus Waikato Rugby as well, says Luke, and also go the ABs, they are too good, says Rangi, and also we have got go Wallabies in there from MH Joy and All Good's brother, says Lewis, maybe, and ABs, British and Irish Lions, Wallabies, Boomers, Springboks, battle with the 5 armies, and yeah, that's the thing. We've got a lot of rugby on at the moment, and we are absolutely just spoiled for the amount of choice. We've got a game later on tonight, and it is going to be between the Pumas and the Springboks. Another big push here from the Wallabies by the looks of it. They're trying to get this one going. It's going to be another advantage. Yes, it is now. It's going to be McDermott goes himself between the sticks, and Tate McDermott scores it late in this first half for the Wallabies, and they are going to be right back into this match. This one's going to be an easy kick as well. It's only going to be a 6-point difference going into the second half, and it was Tate McDermott who was able to score it there. We will add his name to the try scorers list. The second try of the match for the Wallabies. And he does this so well. He sees the gap and he takes it on, and he's just very deceptive with the way he's skidding through. Dalton Pavali missing another tackle, unfortunately, just wrong-footed there. Rico Ioane standing still as well. Went straight through Havili and scores the try there, Tate McDermott, in the 40th minute. Second half's going to be exciting. That is for sure. We have got in there how many AB's penalties on the set, 5, 3, 8 as well. Since interest, I will try and get some of the stats up for you guys at halftime as well. They must be, or they be in the middle of the field from 15 minutes in as well. And awesome commentating says Manuel at this stage now. It is going to be halftime, and the score is going to be 21 to the All Blacks, 15 to the Wallabies. And now we will have to wait for the second half to get back underway. I'm excited for it though. Seems like it could be a very good one. Oz back in it now. They are indeed only 6 points different. Mark Smith has a great commentary, mate. Cheers, Kakas ABs as well. And yeah, thank you very much. Hamish, you go. Cheers, buddy, says Tesla, and welcome in to the live stream as well. Right, we will get some stats up for you guys. Hopefully we have got some accurate ones. I know that one of the stats that I got from one of the other ones was like a mile off, but hopefully these ones won't be too bad for this one's. I'm excited for the second half. I feel like it's going to be a very close finish between these two sides. I just have that little bit of a feeling that the Wallabies aren't done fighting yet. And that is why the second half is going to be so exciting, I think. But the tackles made at this stage, the possession actually going the way of the Wallabies. I should mention it is 52% for them. Defenders beaten, they've beaten 7 compared to the 3 of the All Blacks. So very nicely done there. But I don't think it's actually updated completely, because the Wallabies on this one actually only have 1 try awarded. But then also looking at the other stats defensively, 6 missed tackles for the All Blacks, only 1 missed tackle for the Wallabies here so far. So they're actually doing very nicely as well as the 50-22 rule being used in this game. It is indeed, but no one is going for it. It's interesting. Neither of these sides really trying it out. They've just both been kicking straight down the middle of the field. Noel Alicio, rather than kicking for touch, actually decided to go for an interesting tactic of going for, it was almost a cross kick type arrangement, how it was a high ball, and then he was able to find Havili, which of course it wasn't who he wants. Time for the Tongan tortoise. I don't know whether he's a tortoise. He runs pretty quick for a big man, old Taniela Tupou. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he has a decent opportunity in the second half to be able to do so. Hopefully he does. I feel like it's one of those ones that maybe he will be able to make an impact. This is game on Sky, says Paul. It is indeed. It is on Sky Channel 51 for this matchup between these two sides. And looking at some of the other stats as well in the breakdown Rucks won 55% as well. We'll look at the discipline though. 5 penalties against the Wallabies, 4 against the All Blacks. That was actually before we had all of those other ones that they ended up giving away. So discipline now, it says, still got the same. So I feel like they're going to need to update that one. Penalty stats as well, says MH Choi. Hopefully they do update that soon. And I will be able to get that for you guys in a very short moment, but we will wait until they show it on the screen as well. But I will mention, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is hugely appreciated, all of the support that you guys have been showing on these live streams. And yeah, hopefully you have been enjoying them as well. Yeah, at this stage, okay, we have also got there after 3 failed scrums. They should have a league scrum as well, says Lex Axel. Yeah, it just hasn't been going well for them in terms of that scrum. Like, anytime the Wallabies have the scrum feed, it's been going down. And it's just one of those ones that have had a lot of resets. We have also got the donation from David. Thank you very much, mate. Good call, Hamish. Okay, everyone dig deep and donate to the Kiwi lads. Says David. I hugely appreciated that donation, mate. But anyone who is wondering what the emojis are, and also that little symbol you can see next to his name, it's almost like a little S. And it is the channel membership. It is the link in the pin comment. And pretty much what that gives you access to is a whole heap of emojis available. And also it will be the case of you being able to use, or you will be able to join member-only live streams when we do get them up and running. But yeah, there are a whole heap of perks. So thank you very much, David, for that donation, mate. Hugely appreciated. And yeah, thank you very much. We have also got the Our Boys, or that one we're very quick at the moment. It's, if this series goes to Perth, they might be the Cup going to AU. Oh man, this is getting exciting. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I mentioned, so many days since the All Blacks have lost in New Zealand. I believe it is 7,308. Huge number. Go to Sky Sport now for free viewing as well, says Narima. And also we have got there Bledisloe. It's the hardest to win. You have to win all 3, says Obi Snake. And that's the thing. A draw here doesn't benefit the Wallabies, because if it's a draw, that means they cannot win the Cup. So they need to put it all on the line in that second half. Play like they did in the second half of the first test and really just go for it. They have been playing very well in this one so far. Yo, can you give it to me for free? Unfortunately, I don't think they actually have that option on YouTube, sadly. Or else I would have a whole heap of you guys as our channel members. We have also got Johnny Yomarco as well, says he is indeed. And hey, bro, good work. Fred's like everyone, says Maxi. Thank you very much, Maxi, for tuning in. Do let me know, who was your player that you think is going to score the first try of the second half? Who do you think is going to be able to get over the line? I said Sever Reece or Will Jordan in that first half for my prediction, but it was actually Rico Ioane in the end who was able to score it. Brody Retallick able to score in the 23rd, and Artie Savia also picking himself up a try in the 34th. Then Andrew Callaway once again scoring 2 from 2 for that man in the last 2 Bledisloe matches. And then Tate McDermott, 40th minute, was able to score. Please put an end to the Bleds tonight. Don't go to Perth as well, says Gladden. And I think that is why they went with a very similar lineup, the All Blacks. They want to make sure they secure this one, and then they can head over to Perth and try a few of the experimental ones. But of course, it's one of those ones, it's going to be tough for them, because of the fact that, they can't really risk too much because of the rugby championship side of it. Fins up as well, says Great Girl. And also I'll go with Richie as well for the prediction from Maxi of who's going to be scoring the first try. And Bucky's on as well, says Lewis. And also good vibes from Stuart. And there we have got Tesla. Yeah, me brother. I'm a Marco V. And have some for your sister, my brothers as well, says Katie Dixon. And I'm going off to play my game, but I will still watch as well, says Tina. Thank you very much. Do appreciate you guys all being here. And I think I said Tina rather than Tina. Sorry about that. But yeah, at this stage, I will have a look at the likes while we are waiting for the second half to get back underway. I am just looking through to see whether or not they are showing the penalty stats of this one so far. Territory going the way of the Wallabies with 57%. The possession, 52% for the All Blacks in the end. Time in the opposition, 22, a little bit more for the Wallabies. And they have been able to score 2 tries compared to the 3 of the All Blacks. We're waiting for it. Line breaks, 2 for the All Blacks, 1 for the Wallabies. Are they going to show the penalty stat? That is the one that everyone is looking for. 6 against the All Blacks and 5 against the Wallabies. So 11 in that first half isn't actually completely huge. So that would mean they would need 12 in the second half here, the All Blacks, if they did end up giving away as many as they did in the last one. That's Tina as well, says Tina. And we have also got their hi from NZ Guy. Welcome in as well. Can you shout me out? Says Elijah. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And we have got Assault, that sub and like button, folks. Make Hamish this night as well, says Tessa. Yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It is hugely appreciated, all the support that you guys have been showing. If you have got the ability to, also be sure to hit that channel membership button, and it will give you access to exclusive emojis, including this man in the background, which I absolutely love. The emoji. Isaac did a great job of that. I'm not sure whether Isaac is still in the chat or not, but if you are, Isaac, you did very well indeed with that hi there, says Kevin. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And I'm backing Mwanga to score and set up the first try, or set up the second try, or set up the first try of the second half. And we have got Joel said highlight, please, as well. If we are talking about actually being able to show the footage, it will be on the All Blacks channel straight after the game. And then in terms of my favourite try of the first half, if that is what you are possibly saying, I got to say, there's nothing more satisfying at times than seeing a big lock just hitting fifth gear, which was Brodie Retallick scoring between the posts for him. Because the fact, I know that he was one of those players that got criticised a bit in the first half of the last game because of the fact he gave away quite a few penalties. But then from there, he was slowly improving. And it's one of those ones that I think in this game, I don't know, he might be able to set up another one as well. A close game is always more of a spectacle, better to watch, says Luke as well. And yeah, the second half is going to be just that. And we have got this guy who's joining his face off. He isn't even breathing as well, says Carnage. Yeah, that's one of the things I've learned from doing the live stream alongside like talking in the chat and also doing the commentary. You learn that you just don't really need to breathe unless you really need to, like right at the last minute before you pass out. As Isaac said, he was going to the gym. Says David Howard, I think that was earlier on, though. If he's still at the gym now, he is well and truly getting in a session with me. I've been watching the stream since April, and I haven't seen Hamish consume a single drop of liquid hydration, says Katie. Yeah, I always do it between my live streams. But yeah, it's one of those weird ones that, yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten or no, I have eaten on a live stream. I had some Pringles one time. And then other than that, it has just been, just no water. Hi, subscribe, says Elijah. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciate it as well. And we have got welcome Elijah, says Ivy Snake. And also, when's the streamers coming on, says Nairimu. And at this stage, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who is going to be able to have a big impact off the bench. I will actually show the bench for you guys as well. Will Jordan is a shout in the chat for who is going to be able to score the first try of this second. We will quickly go like this, and we will take this one down. There we go. The benches. Looking at them, Samasoni Takiao, Jordan Ulisi, both very capable in a rolling maul situation. I'd say Teni Alatupo is still one to watch, though, and it's going to be a very exciting one to see what he can do. Also, Harry Wilson off the bench, Nick White and Reece Hodge, those are all going to be very dangerous players. TJ Pettinato, it looked like maybe he was going to have to come on the field earlier because of the fact that it was going to be that maybe Aaron Smith had a bit of a knee injury, but he seems to be all right now. And, of course, 3 Barretts off the bench. The first time we've seen that in a long time was going to be happening last week. But in the end, it was the injury, the sickness of it was Scott Barrett, who wasn't quite able to. Rico to score the first try in the second half, says Luke. And also we have got George reminds me of Peter Griffin as well, says Overstake. And hi, how are you doing, guy? Says it, Selvin. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And I do appreciate you being here and best try of this first half, says Ed Vogel. I would say the best try for me was probably Brodie Retallick, but there were also a couple other very good ones that were scored just from setup play. And tough one. I mean, Andrew Callaway off a cross kick wasn't too bad either. Halftime prank called George as well, says Katie Dixon. I would, although I know that George is pretty unpredictable and he could say some stuff that could get us banned depending on what he comes out with. Shout out as well, says Elijah. Shout out to you, Elijah. There, solid bench, says Tom. And also we have got Hello Tina, says Elijah. And also that's harsh, Obi Snake, but it's also a compliment. And get Bowden Barrett on, says Tina. And also we have got I'm half, and we have got Hello Mate as well, says Katie Dixon. Let's see, more than 5 great tries in the first half. As well, says Matt Shaw. Who do you think is going to win the rugby championship, says Selvin? I think it is between the Springboks and the All Blacks. I think the Wallabies, they're going to be probably able to beat Argentina, but it's going to be close games. And it's all going to come down to how, it's almost going to come down to how the Springboks play. I think if it's without the Springboks, I think the order would be All Blacks, Wallabies, Pumas, or maybe vice versa with the Wallabies and Pumas swapping. But it's all down to how they go in terms of the Springboks. Like if they lose this first game to the Pumas, this game that is happening in only 5 hours time is part of the, it's actually longer than 5 hours time. It's about 7 hours time. That is going to be part of the rugby championship. So if the Pumas can pull off an upset win there, then all of a sudden they are in the box seat of being able to do big things in the rugby championship. And it's going to be exciting. Hey, mate, says BDG as well. Welcome in. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. And top commentary as well, says Great Girl. And also we have got Go A, Beast, Kia Kai, and I've got the game sound off. And your stream on, I'm rehydrated with Suntory, the premium malts, enjoying this. Thank you as well, says Ian. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. And that is one thing. Hopefully, you have been able to sync me up with the TV. I think I am around maybe 45 seconds behind live, which is why sometimes in the chat, some people have said the try before we see it. But that is just because I'm watching on Sky Go rather than Sky so that I can have the headphones. But yeah, we have got South Africa versus Pumas later, says BDG. What a game that's going to be as well. I'm not sure what to expect from the Pumas, because of the fact that, like, they had a decent game, second game up against Wales, but it's just one of those ones. The Springboks have gone with a lot of changes. I feel like it's whether or not they can gel early, the Springboks, but I'm excited for that game. I don't think I'm going to be sleeping after this one, heading into that next one. So I've still got 7 hours till kickoff, so I have to keep myself awake. Plenty of hydration needed, and we have got, do you know, the BKR Sport or BK Report? I don't know BK Report, but I know BKR Sport. We have got a podcast together. It is actually in the pin comment as well. If you guys do want to check it out, it is on Spotify And that is alongside the first comment pinned, or the first link pinned, sorry, is the channel membership. The second one is the link to the podcast. Great stuff, mate. Says Carnage as well. Go the Boomer, says NH Choi. Or sorry, says NZ Guy. And also we have got hello from Tina. Welcome in. And we have got there, good comms, bro, says Tahi. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. At this stage, we are sitting at halftime, and we are sitting at 156 likes. I'm not sure what our most likes ever that we have received, but I think we can push towards 200 by 50 minutes through this game, and maybe even build towards 300. Who knows? Maybe we could get there. We have got there, mandated a fat chick, called him the way. Oh, we always got a Doje equals excellence as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also, who's your favorite team? Says Elijah. When it comes to Super Rugby, I really struggle to pick a favorite side, and then I guess I should say the All Blacks, but of course I am always pretty impartial for these ones. Good game so far. Loving the Rugby Challenge 4 video, says Peak. And hopefully you guys did enjoy. We did a video, me and George, of us playing this match on Rugby Challenge. Did go interestingly. We actually put Quade Cooper at 10 for the Wallabies, and we brought Richie McCaw off the bench for the ABs to see how you go. What do you think of Roscoe Speckman? Says Selwyn. I believe he's the winger, isn't he? Who was playing a bit of sevens. I haven't actually heard too much about him, but I saw him a little bit in the Rainbow Cup. He seems to have plenty of pace and plenty of skill as well. And we have got Speckman as a speed demon. Speed demon, sorry, man, as well. And also we have got Click Light, mate. And also this chat can be something funny sometimes. No cap as well, says Kalani. Yeah, we got a lot of random stuff that happens in the chat as well, which I think is what makes these just so much fun. And Callaway showing some brilliance. Yeah, he's playing extremely well for the Wallabies. He's been able to score in both matches of the Bledisloe, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, he's the only player who has scored so far, who has scored in both matches of the Bledisloe for either side. If I'm not wrong, which I don't think I am, because no one else has the mullet. Of course, all of the All Blacks that were scoring in that first half and the second half of the last match were actually mullet on the head as well. And I've got hello, brother, go All Blacks, says Toko, and also we have got all the locals, lunatics that haunt Hamish's streams as well. And Rico over Anton Leonard Brown, no more arguments, says Captain Jaron Hard. Go the Puma, says Lewis Wright. We are almost there for the second half. We are only moments away. Like I mentioned, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. All of you guys being here. If you guys are wondering why I'm looking way over here, that is where my screen is. I have got the chat over here, and we have got a giant inflatable All Black behind me and a cat sitting on the chair as well, I see. Do you rate Foster as a top coach? It's a hard one. I'm still undecided. I've got him on a stick, but that was more for like video-wise. But maybe I need to get some more players on a stick as well. If I had to choose one player to have on a stick, who would you guys have? Would you have a Mwanga? Would you have a Barrett? Who would you put on one of these little stick things? Do let me know. And we have Scott there. Yes, that was great. And Sevens, lots of pace. Expect him to score as well, says MH Joy. And also we have got the Wales also beat by the Waikato Chiefs in 2016, says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got, how do you reckon DMAC is do you think he'll be subbed for second half? I think he's going to be maybe playing till 60. I think you need to give Geordie Barrett just a little bit more time than only like that very last few minutes. Like he got about 10 minutes last time, and I don't think it was enough for him to really find his feet, because he was actually out on the left wing, or the right wing, sorry, for that one. That is the whistle. Second half about to get back underway. And it is going to be the Wallabies. My voice is trying to disappear. This is our third live stream we have done today. And it's going to be kicked off by the Wallabies, taken beautifully by Marika Kurumbetti now. And now it's going to be James Slipper getting driven backwards by Dalton Pavali. And straight away the Wallabies back on attack. Lockie Swinton running hard at the locks. Whitelock and Retallick going back now. Lolicio on the outside gives it to Paisami. Beautiful step there onto Paisami. Great low tackle from Dalton Pavali though. And now at this stage, 15 minutes out, the Wallabies have come to play in the second half straight away once again. It's going to be Darcy Swain goes back now to Moore, gives it to Matt Phillip, wrestled down to the ground by Rico Ioane. If they go wide right here, this could be on. It has gone into the hands of James Slipper. Has just taken the contact, still going to the right-hand side. Swinton now driving forward as well. Good low tackle from Brody Retallick. He's made a lot of them in this match so far. Now it's going back. Alan Alatoa get in. Oh, I would say almost one of his first carries of this match so far for the Wallabies. Valentini now, they're using their loose forwards a lot. They've been going to Valentini, Hooper, and also it is Michael Hoover just on the side of the All Blacks there. Dalton Bubbly saying he can't roll away. But yeah, they've been using the loose forwards very nicely. Tamua offloads it back. A little bit of a loose ball, but now it's going to be Noel Alessio running sideways, trying to find himself a gap in the back line. Currently 8 phases here for the Wallabies, holding onto it nicely. Now it's going to be Tate McDermott trying to wrestle Artie Savia away from him. Driving for 10 metres out now. Rob Valentini around the side. Oh, that was close to offside for Brody Retallick, who has been taken out now. Going short side now to Moore. Inside ball. Swinton hard in the tackle there. The All Blacks trying to get straight on that ball if they got it. No, they haven't. Somehow they haven't been able to steal that one there. The All Blacks, and it's going to be a penalty to the Wallabies. And thanks for your kind. Oh, the pocket We've got a yellow card. Someone who said earlier on when we thought there was going to be a yellow card, it is going to be Ardie Savia going off the field now. We have got in there, thank goodness I can watch the game. It's barely halftime as well, says BDG. And also we have got Moong. Moong on a stick, no question as well, says Mark Smith. And we have got, is she an announcer or something? I've missed a lot of chat. I do apologize for that I haven't been able to keep up with all of the chat. Forgive me, New Zealand. I've got $20 on odds to win, says Rowland. I think pretty much the whole Kiwi population have possibly done the same there, Roland. So no worries there, mate, because the fact it's such a good opportunity with the fact that the Wallabies aren't going to be out of this match. And now they've got a 5-metre line out here as well with a man advantage. Going to the hands of Darcy Swain. It wasn't straight. And that hurts the Wallabies there. Yellow card, thought so as well, says Ed Vogel and John Kerwin on a stick for when you want to criticise as well, says Simon Brown. That's a good point, to be fair. And we have got there, get these AB's mums in the locker rooms. Their discipline is will vastly improve as well. But at this stage now, it's going to be a 5-metre scrum for the All Blacks, just out from their own line. Abdul Malik has said all the way All Blacks as well. Aussie looks like they're all over the place, says Rio Gamer. I mean, they are a little bit, but it's working. They're kind of putting on all of this added pressure that just doesn't seem to be able to be shut down at times. Like that kick for the corner, like they were only 5 metres short. AB's under pressure as well, says Maxie. They are indeed. If the All Blacks don't score the first try of the second half, maybe the Wallabies could take the lead in this one, and then it could be anyone's game. But Richie Moonga was in charge of the chat by the looks of it. Him and Whitelock trying to get the All Blacks fired up for this one. They started the match very well with that interception try of Rieko Ioane. It's one of those ones, you're incorrect, yellow card in 41 minute, not 60. Yeah, I called it a little bit early, although maybe there's another one in the 60th. We have to wait and see, but Aaron Smith taking that one nicely. Now it's going to be Harvilli. They're actually going to go for a counter-attack here, the All Blacks, rather than deciding to kick it downfield, unless they're just trying to get a few extra meters. Now they're going to be outside of the 22. Akira Ioane with a great run there, tackled by Phillip now, and they're going back for the penalty for offside, so the All Blacks done that one very well. And we have got Keslick, I've wrote my vowels, as well as Laxon. We have got Aroni with a face in the chat as well. We have got there, come on boys, show the Wallabies who's boss, says Roland. And also we have got in there straight up something as well, says Johnny Blaze. And also Tom Banks score a try, says Ed Vogel. That is a good shout. Has been playing extremely well for the Wallabies, definitely in that last match. He was able to score 2 tries, the only player to do so in that one. And we have what's got there, yeah, the Aussies don't do the little bit right as well, but they are just showing the bench of the All Blacks here. Samasoni Takiao, Tuanukiafi, Tarvel, Barrett, Jacobson, Perinara, Barrett, and Barrett. There's a lot of Barretts on that bench for the All Blacks at this stage. 44 minutes into this game, 7.5 minutes left of the yellow card of Ardie Savia. Have to wait and see whether or not the Wallabies can capitalise. We have got Hay in the chat from NZ going, Aussie can put the pressure on, but they can't maintain it. That is a good point. But in the last match, the Wallabies, they really closed that last 10 minutes out well. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not they are going to keep up the momentum that they're trying. Richie Moonga just kicking it down the middle of the field, looking for a bit of territory, being chased hard by Severeese now. Callaway now trying to link up. He's put himself under a lot of pressure there. And Dalton Bubbly straight on that ball. He's fallen over though, unfortunately for him. Nepalala push and picker all out of the way. Little ball off, hunter by Sami, offload to Angamosa. Give us that now to McDermott. Big hit from Richie Moonga there. But now it's in the hands of Tom Banks. The back line is still open. It's out into the hands of Callaway. Kicking it in mind, going for the grubber. Is it going into touch there? Oh, it's almost a 50-22. But McKenzie taken out low by Kurumbeti, just diving at the kneecaps. And now Richie Moonga has kicked that one downfield. This game's getting physical. That is for sure. Or more physical, I should say. That ball doesn't like Hunter Paisami. He's trying to run away, but now he's going to be going down the wing. Will Jordan, great tackle there. Puts him into touch as well, and that erupts the crowd at Eden Park, and it's going to be an All Blacks throw just inside of the half of the Wallabies. Imagine how weird donating would be in a kiss stream as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to put the messages up on the screen, that is for sure. What was the card for? I believe it was for not rolling away in the breakdown, trying to slow it down. So Savia ended up getting himself penalised there. Unfortunately for him, Kiora as well, says Richard. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back for the Pumas taking on Argentina, Argentina taking on South Africa. That is going to be happening at 3 a.m. New Zealand time. Going to be covering that one as well. Also, the Bunnings NBC here in New Zealand. And yeah, it is going to be very exciting to see how it's going. Retallick now trying to call this one. Cody Taylor throwing this one, almost stolen by Lockie Swinton, but Whitelock takes it. And by the looks of it, Darcy Swain just getting right on that ball. Is it available? Yes, it is. So they have got the penalty advantage as well here. The All Blacks goes back to Cody Taylor now. Going to be driving forward. They've got the advantage, like I mentioned. Now it's going to be Smith going short side. Gives it to Akira Ioane. He is going to be tackled low by Phillip. And that's the thing, Salakai a lot of they have got him on the bench as well. Darcy Swain just trying to get that ball, and now it's going to be Aaron Smith. Sells the dummy. He's got Will Jordan with it. Goes to Cody Taylor on the inside. And that's the try to Cody Taylor there. He slides along with Michael Hooper. That was a nice moment, but that is going to be another try for the All Blacks. We have also got a donation from Manuel. Thank you very much for my brain scramble, but thank you very much for the donation, mate. I will quickly go like this and update the score, but I believe that kicker is going to be going over. I will check what that super sticker is as well while we have got a little bit of a stoppage, but I will put that up, and that is a try to Cody Taylor, and very nicely done there by the All Blacks. Aaron Smith just sells the dummy. McDermott went the wrong way. Then from there, Betty, it was 3-on-1. He either had Jordan with him or he had Cody Taylor. Went to Cody Taylor in the end, and it is the try to the All Blacks. Now we will quickly update the try scorer sheet as well. We will put that one up, but thank you very much for that donation, mate. It is hugely appreciated. All the support you guys are showing on these live streams. We'll add that name for the fourth try of the match, and it is going to be Cody Taylor with a very good support run alongside Aaron Smith. There we go, Cody Taylor, and we will put that it was scored in the 46th minute of this game. There we go. Stage. That is the try that the All Blacks would have been after. That is for sure. We have got a whole heap of people in the chat. We have got the tries from Isaac Williams, also from Sebastian, and also we have got there try says NZ guy. It was indeed Aussie says Sick Pup, and also we have got bye John. He says interest, and also we have got Hey Henry, and it's all good, bro. Says Emmanuel, and you got this in the chat from Tina, and also we got final score 38-22. Says Tizzy, and at this stage it's looking kind of likely that could be the case. Richie Mo'unga now is it going to be kicking this one? So the All Blacks have got 14 men out on the field, and at this stage, they have been able to take the lead just a little bit further, and they have got more points with 14 than they had with 15 just before. And we have got, this is way more exciting than watching it on the tally as well. Says Great Girl. Thank you very much. I do appreciate every single one of you guys being here, and I feel like it's that whole interaction side that makes these so much more fun because of the fact that I can just chat along with you guys in the chat while talking about the rugby, watching it, giving you guys the commentary for those who don't have access to it. Artie Savi has got the hand up. He was happy with that one. And we have got the Kieran in the chat from Manuel as well. Loving the emojis there. Tina is here as well. Says NZ guy. But that one is going to be a penalty to the All Blacks there. It was an awkward collision between Havili and also Korombeti. And Korombeti stayed down here. He's been bumped by 7 on the way in as the call there. And Pliz as well. Says Amindu. I'm not too sure what that please was for. That was for show that match. Unfortunately, due to licensing, I am unable to show any match footage or audio, but it will be on the All Blacks YouTube channel after the game, the highlights. So I would recommend checking that out after this one is finished. Also, All Blacks, All Whites, Tall Black Sands, and at 1 point, NZ Badminton team were that one as well. And everyone go on Vitbox. Says the tread. And also we have got Speedy Chat as well. Says Great Girl. Yeah, it's going extremely quick at the moment. It's going to be kicked downfield by Richie Mo'unga. Going for touch. It's a good kick as well, making them plenty of meters. Now they're going to be 30 meters out from the All Blacks, from the Wallabies line, and they're going to be hoping to maybe score themselves another try while only down to 14. But James Slipper is on the bench now, so replacing him, it was Scott Seo, who is getting an opportunity once again. 184 likes already, so thank you all very much for that. We were aiming for 200 by 50 minutes, although we have only got 30 seconds before we get to that, so we might not quite get there. But if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It is hugely appreciated. Darcy Swain also off the field. That is for Salakai Lotto. Not claimed by Rattel. It goes through the hands, and now they've got the advantage for the knock-on. Valentini just shunted off Mo'unga, but great low tackle there. And the ball has come loose now. It's going to be Paenga Mosa once again with this ball. Kirioani trying to get on that one. It's bounced out the side. Now it's going to be Seo. Goes back to McDermott. I don't know whether either side's got advantage at the moment, but now it's going to be Korombeti. Almost a little bit of a gap opening up there for Marika Korombeti, trying to get back to his feet. Not quite able to there. And now they're going short side. McDermott offloads it back. Gives it to Tamua, who just runs over the top of McDermott, who was lying on the ground 40 meters out at the moment here for the Wallabies. Rush defense there from Nepo Lulala. Hit him a little bit high. I think that's going to be an advantage, possibly. No, it's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks. I thought that was a high tackle a little bit, and yeah, totally agree. It's way better than watching on this channel. Kiwi lads, good on you, mate, as well. Says Narima, and we have also got their stuff on back. Says Tina, and also all the way from South Africa, and loving the commentary. Epic as well, says Andrew, and thank you very much for tuning in, mate. But at this stage, Sam Whitelock, they are showing 127 caps. He's slowly getting up there. Richie McCaw's got 148. Still got a few more to go, but Marika Korombeti here looked like it was a little bit of a block from Matt Demore on David Havili. I want to see this tackle from Nepo Lulala once again on Brandon Paenga Mosa, because at first glance, I thought he caught him just a little bit high, but I don't think they're checking it, so it must have been fine, I guess. Amazing commentary, well done as well, says Jamie. And also we have got there very few teams that can go ahead while one man down. Shows the AB's prowess as well. But at this stage now, the 45 seconds. Oh, Damian McKenzie has decided to take this on from about 58 metres out. Welcome, Andrew, as well. Says it is Manuel. And also, we have got in there, there's a very few teams. Oh, sorry, I read that one coming. AB says Dizzy as well, but they are showing the Eden Park flag. Just a little bit of wind. I think it was about 20 kilometres per hour that it was going. My voice is trying to disappear once again. It always does at this stage of a match, but it is very exciting indeed. Can you do voice chat on here? Says Obi Snake, as in like for the chat to be able to talk as well, Obi Snake, or do let me know. And we have got a replay as well, says NZ Guy. But yeah, they didn't decide to show a replay of that one for the tackle from, it was Nepalala rushing up on, it was Brandon Painga-Mosa. But Damian McKenzie, 59 metres out, he's decided that he wants to take on the first kick. Hit 200 as well, says Gil. So that is pretty awesome. Thank you all very much for hitting that like button. It is hugely appreciated. Damian McKenzie, 59 metres out. It's a bit of wind. Is there going to be a smile from that man, Damian McKenzie? Yes, there is. He is smiling. He's a happy boy at the moment. He is wanting to put this one straight down the middle for the All Blacks. It's an interesting choice, that's for sure. 58 metres out. He struck it well. Has he struck it well enough? He is indeed. And Damian McKenzie absolutely nailing that kick there for the side. That is pretty impressive indeed. I thought maybe from 59 metres out you'd say that it wasn't the right option, but he has just nailed that one. And now that gives them an outside of 14-point lead, which could be crucial for them. No go for the line out, says Desi as well. We also got there. Good decision to take the kick. It'll slow Wallaby momentum down. That is a good point as well. And it also, with that kick, it now means that it will be the man back out on the field, Adi Savia. So that is a big shout as well. Taniela Tupou is also going to be coming on the field for Alan Alatoa. Very dangerous man later in the match. Taniela Tupou, wow. As well, says Haka, and also nice one, D-Max, says Dorian, and also Boomfa, says Isaac Williams in the chat with the emojis. And anyone who wants access to those emojis, it is the pinned comment. I have got a link to our podcast, and also it is the channel membership as the top one. Very nice, says Quake Girl. And also we have got that's a Geordie kick Geordie Barrett does. As well as his face dope gaming. So maybe Damian McKenzie's gone anything Geordie can do from this distance, I can try and do better. Oh, that's a big contact in the air from Mwong and Tom Banks, but both of them get up. Tom Banks holding his shoulder or his ribs a little bit there. Scott Seo goes back now to Lalicio. Now to Moore with the wide ball. Interception. And Severeese, he's going to be scoring the try now. Mistake from the Wallabies is going to be penalised. Or it's going to be, yeah, I guess it is penalised. It is a try for Severeese. It's over for Australia, says Barry Green. Could have been the final nail in the coffin, mate. You need to be on Sky versus Tom. Thank you very much, mate. But that is a beautiful try from Severeese there. Another interception. So in this match, we've had 2 interception tries for the All Blacks. And also in the last match, there were just the one interception was Richie Moonga who was able to get that last one. But now they are really starting to build that lead. And Severeese was the man who was able to score it. Just wide ball, Matt Tamua not finding the mark there. You can't afford to do floaty passes. Definitely not with Severeese when he is rushing up in defence. And he was able to score it for the All Blacks. We will add him to the try scorers list. And now they are really starting to extend that lead. Rob Valentini just trying to tap it back. It wasn't on for that wide ball, unfortunately, for Tamua. And because of it, does mean that Severeese scores his first try of this match. Scored one in the last match as well, Severeese. And that could be possibly the game for the All Blacks. We will have to wait and see, though. We will quickly update that it was in the 53rd minute that he was able to score it. We will put that down there, and we will put that back up. Tell you what, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. I do appreciate every single one of you being here. If it's not raining, D-Mac doesn't miss. And that one has gone straight down the middle from Richie Moonga as well. So 54 and a half minutes gone in this one. The All Blacks have got the bonus point. Is this part of the... Oh, it is part... This one's part of the Rugby Championship, isn't it? I just had that realization that this game is also not just for the Bledisloe Cup. It is part of the Rugby Championship. So this is going to be a good start for the All Blacks to be able to get themselves a bonus point if they continue the way that they are. We have got the aiming for 50 now, says the DU. So yeah, points differential can be huge. That is going to be an awkward bouncing ball with Artie Savia taking up a tackle by Salakai Lotto. Trying to hold Savia up there, and it might work a little bit, but 15 metres out from the line now. And it is going to be the All Blacks who are going to be kicking this one away. It's going to be Aaron Smith firing it high once again. Will Jordan trying to chase this one. Been relatively quiet in this game, Will Jordan, so far. Great tackle, though, when he does get an opportunity. Straight on the ball as well. As he got it for a side? Yes, he does. And I said he had been quiet, but any time he has had a chance, he has made the most of it, Will Jordan. And he has been able to win that penalty. SVGN as well, says Haka. And also we have got no worries, Kiwi lad, says the guy, he's a freak, Reese, says Manuel. And also woohoo penalty, says Rio Gamer, that's right, says Manuel. And also we have got there, I was just about to ask, what are the bonus point rules of the Rugby Championship? I believe, if I'm not wrong, it must be, I think it's 3 or more tries ahead of your opponent for this competition. I could be wrong there because I know that some competitions have been 4 tries get you the bonus point, but this one I think it is 3 or more ahead. We have looks like it's a All Blacks attack so far, says Samuel, and also beautiful ball boys, says Rowland, and also we have got Aussie is only a 60-minute team, says Ambition, and at this stage there is a big cheer at the moment. They've gone to the front there, and Aaron Smith now going to be pierced to the gap, trying to link up with Cody Taylor, and the All Blacks just taking that one quickly. Akira Ioane around the side drops the ball. That wasn't the move, unfortunately, for him, and now it's going to be a scrum feed for the All Blacks. Just not quite able to hold it there, Akira Ioane. And we have what's got there. You and Sean will be loving this as well, says Enzi Guy, and also keep the pressure up. AB says Nairima, and that's the thing. If they can build up that points differential, it does help them out big time, but they went to the front there. Cody Taylor, short ball to Aaron Smith. It's looking a little bit slippery out there at the moment by the looks of it. And yeah, Akira Ioane just tried to take that ball quicker than he had it. And because of it, he did put it down in the contact of Noel Alessio. Aaron Smith hadn't completely let it go. I don't think he expected Akira Ioane to try and take that one. What minutes is Paul at this stage? We are sitting 55 minutes, or 56 and a half, into this match. So there is still plenty of time left in this one, although the All Blacks are leading. They played bad rugby today as well, says David. Just David. That was David Williams. They've had their moments. They have had a few things that, of course, they want to work on heading into those games. It is actually raining at the moment at Eden Park. So that will explain why it is just getting a little bit rougher. But they are just showing that replay of where Severeese had to cover. He was well and truly back there, Severeese. And then from there, just ran for perfect timing, takes it nicely, and it was able to score it. Great to see Aussie getting it getting up the old Roof Harris once again as well, says James. And also we have got the great start for the ABs, or for the All Blacks, but still got my money on South Africa this year. First time in years they have a side to take on the All Blacks, says Andrew. Yeah, that's the thing. The big game, I think, in everyone's mind is All Blacks versus South Africa. It's going to be the 100th match as well. That's going to be going the way of the Wallabies. Once again, the front row goes down. I don't know what's happening here, but anytime it is a scrum feed for the All Blacks, for the Wallabies, the front row goes down, and Geordie Barrett's going to be going out there. So I said they'd give him around 20 minutes. They are going to give him 23 at this stage. Damian McKenzie off the field. Hey, Kiwi lads, are you in Auckland? I am not. I am in the South Island. So I'm a few hours from Forsyth Bar Stadium. So that was possibly going to be an option, but I think the game's going to be moved to Australia possibly, which is a shame. Good to have the Wallabies back, as well, says Sean, and also the grin on the guy next door to you pretty much sums up the OB's performance so far. Yeah, he's a happy man at this stage. He is in a giant inflatable All Black as well. Here's one of the emojis in the chat you guys will see floating through every once in a while. We've somehow been able to make him into an emoji, which is very awesome indeed. But they are showing Richie Mo'unga here. See what he can do on the defence. When did South Africa beat New Zealand? As well, says Darylin. I believe the last time these two sides played was in the World Cup, maybe, if I'm not wrong. When did South Africa beat New Zealand? I'm not actually sure when the last time was. I'm sure someone in the chat will be able to help you guys out, though. Hard game as well, says NZ Guy. And also we have got Chichabai. And also we have got there go All Blacks, Manu in UK, says Amani. So welcome into the live stream. Good to see 30 men from 2 countries kicking a pig's bladder around the paddock, says Quite Girl. And also we have got there Rassie will be forced to carry water for real against the ABs. And also we've got the Kieran emojis from Manuel. And also All Blacks versus South Africa will be awesome. The test that made Ian smile. What a game, says Sebastian. Yeah, it's a rare occasion, that is for sure. But we are still waiting for the scrum reset at this stage. It is actually going to be a scrum feed of the All Blacks. How'd that happen? I swear it was a scrum feed for the Wallabies in just that last moment, but now it is going to be a scrum feed for the All Blacks. I think I missed that one. I was reading the chat, but now it is going to be an opportunity for the All Blacks on attack. And it's pretty slippery. Oh, the knee almost went down on the near side. They've been able to hook it nicely, though. And the All Blacks under pressure in the line out, and it's going to be a penalty. Off both rows going up, so they've decided it's going to be a reset. Where's your cat as well, says Christina. He is in the background, possibly. I don't think you can quite see him. He's on this chair behind Kieran at this stage. Let's forget the Springbok world champions. As well, says Haka, they are indeed. They are not a team to be underestimated. They were able to win the British and Irish Lions Tour the first time a side has lost the first match of that tour to them win since 1989. So absolutely huge for them. That is for sure. And we have got, might have to buy one as well, says Harry. And also we have got there, Long Need a Cat, says NZ Guy. And also we have got in the chat, let's go All Blacks from Tesla. But at this stage, position still on the favour of the Wallabies. 53% missed tackles, 13 by the All Blacks. They won't be too happy with that at this stage. And we have also got there, I don't think we can forget Haka Harvey as well. And let's go, says Tina as well. And the try time, says Rio Gamer. Although he might be a little bit ahead of me, so we will have to wait and see. But now it is going to be fed into the scrum of the All Blacks. Going off the back, gives it to Aaron Smith now. Going to be half belly, stepping on the inside, getting close to the line. Only 5 minutes out, almost able to find the offload. Going to be now Savia. No, it instead is going to Smith. Will Jordan on the outside. Cody Taylor backs himself. and he scores the try there, Cody Taylor. Decided to go himself. Will Jordan not quite getting the opportunity on the outside. Cody Taylor scores again. We'll add that one to the try scorers list in the All Blacks. At this stage, they are sitting on 43 points, and Cody Taylor picking up a second. He hasn't had too many tries in past weeks, Cody Taylor, but now he is adding them all up right now because that is going to be a second one. When was his first try? I didn't actually write the minute there, unfortunately, but we'll just go with some random number. We'll say it was in the 36th. We'll go with that. But in the end, David Avili, the ball just bounced backwards off there, and then from there it was Aaron Smith, who then went out to Cody Taylor, who saw the gap, decided to back himself, ran it straight and scored the try, breaking through the tackle of Ulysses and Cotombedi. One benefit when it is as slippery as it is out there at the moment, you can just slide your way over the line like a penguin. But we have also got there, South Africa will get it hard this time. AB's in is a form team as well, says Gita, and also we have got a bit of a be quick, and then says Rio Gamer, and also we have got a whole heap of people in the chat. I do appreciate every single one of you being here. We have got Tame in the chat as well. He has said, I'm back, mate. Welcome back. Should fill Kieran with helium. That would be an interesting video idea for him to be flown into the roof. But now Richie Mo'unga, it is raining at the moment at Eden Park. 5 from 6 for that man. It has been raining tries for the All Blacks, I should say. So far, we have got, I need that gold, 100 sticker Katie as well, says fantastic charisma. If you do want access to all of those emojis, it is the pin comment in the chat, and it is taking you to the channel membership page where you can. It is $5 New Zealand a month, but it gives you access to all of those emojis and also helps support the channel with exclusive live streams you will have access to as well. There was a decent kick from Mo'unga, but just going away to the left a little bit, so the score remains 43 points to the 15, and Samisoni Takiaho now going to be out on the field as well. And Brody Retallick taking off for Scott Barrett. Did he get the kick, mate? Just away to the side, unfortunately. Do you think Springboks can beat Argentina? I think they've got a decent chance, although they've got a lot of changes, so it's one of those ones that I think Argentina's best bet to be able to beat them would be coming up soon. David Avili just striking that ball nicely. Goes into touch there. Nepo Lalala off the field, and it's going to be Angus Tava also out there. And like I mentioned, Scott Barrett, now he was going to be playing in the last match, didn't get the opportunity due to sickness. He is now out there in the rain at Eden Park, and he will be hoping that he can help his side get maybe 1 or 2 more tries. We have what's got there. Can smell that half century as well, says to Uso, and also 43 to 15 is the score at the moment. It is indeed taken by Samisoni Takiaho. Offload now. Harry Wilson out there instead of Lockie Swinton. The All Blacks have got position there. They've just pushed Lolesio straight into the ruck. Richie Mo'unga taking it nicely, going for the 50-22. And it looks like it is going to be just not quite going where he wanted it to. It's going to be staying in the field of play, though. So if Cotombedi puts this ball down, it was a goal line dropout instead. Decides to run it down and kick it into touch by the looks of it. It's a big kick there from Cotombedi into the half of the All Blacks, but they've taken it quickly now. It's going to be Geordie Barrett with an aggressive run up the middle here. Geordie Barrett linking up. Oh, Will Jordan and Papali just couldn't decide who wanted the ball. And because of it now, it means that the Wallabies have once again got this one. McDermott slings it across field to Tom Banks. Counter attack on here for the Wallabies by Sami. Needed to find the offload, found it to Hooper. Now he's got Callaway on the outside. Goes to Tom Banks on the inside though. Bit of pace gives it to flat ball to Callaway. 40 metres out now for the Wallabies, and they are back on the counter attack. 17 minutes left in this game as well, up to 63 for anyone who is wondering. Hunted by Sami now. Gives it off to Noel Alessio, going for the grubber there. That's going to go into touch. Interesting kick. Almost was able to get the 50-22, but just not really quite able to get it going. We have got there. Remember the next time Aussie as well, says Rick G, and we have got there. Okay, well, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. I do appreciate every single one of you being here. If you are new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers at the moment, so if you want to help us out, please do. Also, be sure to hit that like button. We are sitting on 216. Let's see if we can push our way towards 250 before the end of this one. Richie Mo'unga now off the field, being replaced by Beauden Barrett. Taken nicely there by the All Blacks now around the side. Samisoni Takiaho trying to drive forward. Good runner of the ball. Samisoni Takiaho comes from the Chiefs in Super Rugby. Has been doing very decent for them as of late as well. Now Whitelock getting a carry. One of the rare carries for Sam Whitelock throughout this match. Oh, Jordan Ulysses rushing up. Now it's going to be Dalton Pawali just breaking through the tackle. Taniela Tupou gives it off to Savia. He's got Will Jordan with him. He's going to have to link up with him at some stage. He gives it to him, Will Jordan. And he has got the pace, and Will Jordan scores the try. And I was expecting it earlier. Will Jordan is just one of those players. You can't expect him not to score a try in a match because of how well he plays. And that is going to be the try. And they are very happy with that indeed, the All Blacks. Going to be adding him to the list at this stage. 64 minutes gone, and the All Blacks have a kick that could possibly give them 50 points here in this game. We will add that one to the try scorers sheet. But Ardie Savia once again with a beautiful run through the middle. Then from there, just saw the man on the outside. Will Jordan knew the space, Perfectly timed pass from Savia, and Will Jordan just backed his pace too quick for Corampetti, and he was able to score, and he was very hyped about it as well, Will Jordan. Like I mentioned, he hasn't had the busiest day out on that wing, but when he's touched the ball, he has been dynamite, and because of it, the All Blacks have been rewarded with another try, and there's still 15 minutes left in this game as well. Your commentary is awesome, says Ditch Gittins. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, but thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate every single one of you guys being here for this one. And we have also got in there, yes, the 50. Give me the 50 as well, says Katie Dixon. Kick to come here. Are they going to be able to do it? He just finds the way to the try line, like they are saying. He's one of those players that at this stage, we have got Will George try, strike rate is superior compared to Josh Adams' Lions try, strike rate. Yeah, Will Jordan, I think they just mentioned he's only had 6 appearances or something like that, or I think it might have been a few more than that, but he's only played about 100 and something minutes and already scored around 10 tries, which is very impressive. Can the Wallabies get a score, please, this time? Hopefully they can get themselves 1 or 2 more in this match. Good kick from Beauden Barrett. So now people who were saying that the All Blacks were going to be able to put on 50 points, very correct there. Whether or not they can win it by 50, though, that is going to be a different story, but we will have to wait and see. But at this stage, 50 points to the All Blacks, 15 to the Wallabies. Will Jordan scoring the last try. So far, the try scorers for the All Blacks, we have had a lot of them. We've got Rico Ioane, Brodie Retallick, Artie Savia, always on the side of the Wallabies here. Cody Taylor able to score 2. Then there was also the try of Severis or Noel Alessio trying to find himself up the middle of the field. Going to be Nick White now. Gives it to Tom Banks trying to pierce the line. He's going to be tackled by Akiri Ioane and just wrestled to the ground there. Let's go, Beauden Barrett. As well, says Sophia. Scott Seo goes back. Oh, it's a loose ball. Noel Alessio doing well to claim that one, though. Oh, but it's popped over on the side of the All Blacks. TJ Perenara also out on the field now, and Geordie Barrett kicking this one downfield, perhaps trying to find that 50-22. It's getting close, but it has been marked up by Reece Hodge. I think there are pretty much every single sub has been made for both sides here. It's going back for offside against the Wallabies. And that now means that it will be the All Blacks with the penalty. We have got Croaky. The horse has bolted as well, says Moppa. Yeah, they've been able to get a lot of tries in a hurry here, the All Blacks. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier on, Severis and also Will Jordan are the other 2 try scorers that didn't quite get through. The 2 tries for the Wallabies in the first half. The score at halftime was 21 points to 15. But unfortunately, from the second half onwards, the All Blacks have been playing a lot better and not giving away too many penalties as well, which has been helping them. One more try, Will Jordan as well, says Clayton. Also, we have got now the box, and RG's left to beat. Says Amori, and Perenara too good, says Tame as well. It's actually a penalty to the Wallabies. My apologies there. I said that it was a penalty to the All Blacks, but now they are going to be in the corner of the Wallabies watching from Belgium. Thanks for the commentary. Let's go the All Blacks, says Gilvan Ba, or Gil Ivan Ba. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhere close to right. 50 we South Africans yeah, it says Stress Bob at this stage, but now it is going to be a rolling ball here for the Wallabies. It looks like Jordan Ulisi at the back has got this one. Harry Wilson just getting rid of a couple players. Marika Corampetti is actually off the field, and that was for Reece Hodge, but now it's going to be Jordan Ulisi running forward. I think I bumped my, yeah, I did. I was wondering why it was so quiet, but I realized I put myself on mute, or I put my thingamabob commentary on mute, I should say. But now Danny Alatupo tackled out by Dalton Papali. Nick White offloads it to Valentini. Going to be tackled hard by Artie Savia, though. Like I mentioned, that is one that I love watching. Nick White tackled low by Scott Barrett, straight in there with the forwards. Papali not able to get it now. Gives it to Salakai Lotto driving hard. And it was Tuanuki Afi. That's going to be bouncing. That's going to be an advantage as well to the Wallabies. Good drive here from Nick White with a couple of the big forwards on his side. At this stage, the Wallabies only 5 minutes out. They've got the advantage as well. Harry Wilson wrestled to the ground by Papali. Get him very close here. I'm looking for Tani Alatupo. There he is. They've decided to go across instead. Going back to Noel Alessio. Passes on the outside. Tom Banks, wide ball. Out into the hands of Andrew Callaway, and he scores again for the Wallabies. And that is his second try of the match now, Andrew Callaway. And we will quickly add that one to the scoreboard. I don't know whether it's a given kick or not, but it is a very nice try from the Wallabies. They had the advantage, and they were able to take advantage of that situation. And now we will add that one for Andrew Callaway, able to pick up 3 tries in the 2 Bledisloe Cup matches so far. I think he's almost secured himself that number 14 spot for the Wallabies there, Manu boys. They have made my day as well, says Manu. And also we have got Bro, you make a good commentator, says MJR. Thank you very much, mate. And loving the commentary, says Official Low-Key. Do appreciate every single one of you guys being here. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. I want the bonus point, says Oreo Gamer. Almost 800 people watching. Press like, everyone, to help out the channel, says Maxie. You heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to leave that like, subscribe to the channel as well. We are going to be back for the next match that is taking place tonight. It is going to be Argentina taking on South Africa, also part of the Rugby Championship. We are at this stage, the All Blacks are going to be sitting top. I've just seen my hair in the picture. It's not looking great, to be fair. It looks like I've got some massive upwards like a chicken, but we have got love the commentary, mate, as well, says Damon. We have got the best commentary, Kiwi lad, says mate, and also Andy Callaway with 3 tries. That's impressive, says Sebastian. Yeah, it's looking very good for him in that right wing position. I know Tom Wright, he's kind of lurking, but I think at this stage, Callaway is securing his jersey. No, Lolesio, he struck that one very nicely, and that one has gone over. So now the score is going to be 22 to the Wallabies and 50 to the All Blacks, and we have still got another 10 minutes left in this one. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we will get. I tell you what, I feel like we're still going to see 2 more tries between these two sides. They just seem to keep on going. The All Blacks still have the bonus point, but I think if the Wallabies score one more time, that would mean that they would lose that bonus point, the All Blacks. And that is, of course, what they wouldn't want. Sever Reid's taking that one nicely for the boys. David Avili just holding that one around the backside, but somehow able to hang on to that ball very nicely. Perenara now gives it back into the hands of Tuanuki Afi, wrestling his way forward. Big Carl, of course, his home ground of Eden Park plays for the Blues throughout Super Rugby. Loose ball there. Awkward take, but it is taken very nicely by Rico Ioane. Offload there to Sever Reid. The backline of the All Blacks is under all sorts of pressure at the moment. Straight on the ball, and Andrew Callaway is the man who got in that breakdown and ripped it away. Able to pass it back now to Nick White. Gives it off to Noel Alessio. Now it's going to be Lena Cattell also out on the field, going for the kick in behind. And it is going to be bouncing close to the touchline there. Geordie Barrett, Noah's Bowden, who had to take that one, kicks it on the left boot as well. And it has been taken back. I think it was taken back. Yes, it was. But he kind of said along the lines, I think, of it being the factor of just in a tricky situation. But David Avili somehow able to hang on to the ball. Very nicely done. Why does Eden Park not have a folding roof? Says Kevin Price. That is a good question. I'm not actually certain of that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. We have got Centrist. That's it. Give me later the best. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciate it. And we have also got a new channel member. Thank you very much. It is Mopar. I do appreciate you very much for hitting that member button. You now have access to the exclusive channel emojis in the chat and also exclusive live streams when we do get them started up. And Nick White slipping on the 22. But yeah, thank you very much, Mopar. Hugely appreciated you hitting that member button. Kenny James, Cody Taylor, first try. It was 47 minutes. Okay, thank you very much. I wasn't sure when it was. Unfortunately, I lost track of when he actually scored it. And I didn't write it at the time, which I feel like was a big mistake, but I have now changed it, that it does say 47 minutes. And we have got is that last try by the Wallabies called New Zealand. Being good hosts, allowing their guests to have some fun too, says Reby. I mean, I don't think the Wallabies have finished having fun scoring tries in this one because they're on the 22 at the moment. It's going to be now a short ball. Harry Wilson tackled low by Dalton Pavali. Very nicely done there. Going back now into the hands of Lena Cattell. No, it was to Moore now. Cameras look like they're struggling to keep up with the amount of rain that's happening at the moment here at Eden Park. It is pouring down. Beautiful offload there from Harry Wilson. Great low tackle on it was Noel Alessio slipping over here. It's getting a bit wet out there on the field at the moment. Lena Cattell. It's going to be also tackled. 15 minutes out, 10 phases back-to-back. Ulysses now fires it back. Noel Alessio gives it to Valentini. Good tackle. Low from Whitelock. And it was Pavali who was almost very close, but it was not rolling away. So now they've got the advantage. It's going to be Salakai Lotto once again. He's dropped the ball there. So we are going back for the penalty now. I love the commentary, except maybe a bit slower. It would be good enough in the rush. We can enjoy the space. We're in. Thanks for the show. Might sign up. I'll finish the game first, says Richard. Yeah, I end up in that situation because I'm doing commentary and also the chat. My brain goes in fast motion. So I do apologize in advance for the fact that sometimes I just talk way too quick. All Blacks 68-26 as well for a prediction. So we would have a couple more tries, but the Wallabies now kicking for the corner. They want one more because I think they would actually cancel out the bonus point of the All Blacks, but a beautiful offload from Harry Wilson. Going in now, Salakai Lotto takes it. His legs caught up high. That's going to be an awkward feeling, but it's going to be an advantage here for the All Blacks. Unfortunately, dropped there for the Wallabies. Rico Ioane right next to the post, and this is a good counter-attack. Oh, that's a terrible pass from Rico Ioane, but they are going to be going back for the knock-on now. Do you think Fiji can beat the Aussies? Says Kama. If they play like they did in that first match up against the All Blacks, I think they give them a decent challenge. And I know that they're going to be playing in the World Cup up against each other. So it's one of those ones that maybe, it will be an interesting game. We always see Wales, Fiji, and Australia always versing each other in those games just because of the fact that it just seems to always be the way that it goes in a Rugby World Cup qualifying or in the group stage. Do we win the Bledisloe Cup if this win, or with this win? We do indeed. So it is going to be retained for the All Blacks for another year. Going to be going in the trophy cabinet. That man, Ian Foster, even though he is about to win this match, still not happy. He showed a smile earlier on, though, which is something we don't really get to see too often. Dave Rennie not having too many smiles at the moment in that Wallabies coaching box, but we have got 6 minutes left in this one. Kiwi lad, is that you talking? The guy beside you, as that says Rusty One. Yeah, I haven't heard too many words out of him lately. Unfortunately, he's pumped up though. I ended up giving him the pump up before this live stream. That sounds bad. We have got Kiwi lads. We have got, and then who do you think will win? South Africa versus New Zealand. It's going to be a good match. That's a penalty to the All Blacks there. And it's another one. It depends on form and how much kind of preparation the Springboks will have, because, of course, they are in that situation. They get on a plane and they head to Australia, and then they're playing Australia pretty much 2 days later. So it's one of those ones. It's going to be tough. And we have what's got there. Yeah, man, I have 10 companies I'm running. A Space X is at the moment, but yeah, as well says Tesla. And also we have got there, okay, a Roadster. As well says Damon also, yeah, he says Clayton, and you are a legend, says David. Right back at you, mate. Do appreciate you being here at this stage. 5 minutes left. The bonus point still in the favour of the All Blacks. Time in the opposition, 22. 7 minutes, 30 for the Wallabies. They have not played a bad game at times in this matchup. It's just the All Blacks have been able to take those a couple intercept tries and taken a few other chances that they have been able to create. Taken nicely by Whitelock. Goes back now into the hands of Perenara. Bowden Barrett linking up with Ioane. Goes to Akira Ioane now. And they are up to the halfway line. Everyone is slipping around all over the place. Rieko Ioane dropping that ball there. And now it is going to be a knock-on advantage. Now they're going back for the scrum. But it's getting very slippery out there at the moment. Sorry for swearing, no worries. I just don't know whether I can read it out on live stream, but I do read it in the chat as well. We have got in there, if ABs lose from here, they might be better at hockey as well, says Jack Lemon. And also we have got Fiji is not able to beat ABs Rugby Union. They score early in Olympic sevens early. That's why, as well, says MH Choi. Oh, are they actually checking something here? So it was Rieko Ioane there. They are just showing the fumble. Unfortunately, not able to hold that ball. And then it was a big hit from Rob Valentini in the midsection as well. All Blacks is winning. What's all this? Pessimistic as well, says Clayton. And I think it is everyone now looking at that match coming forward, which is going to be between the All Blacks and the Springboks. I know that because it is the 100th as well, it's going to have a little bit of extra kind of passion in that game. But of course, those two sides, they always respect each other at the end of the game. Is it raining at Eden Park? It is indeed. It is bucketing down at the moment. So it is extremely slippery out there. How's Fiji doing as well, says Manuel. I believe, if I'm not wrong, they are going to be playing Wales near the end of the year, which is good news. It's going to be Nick White kicking it forward. Andrew Callaway. Bit of pace there. Taken nicely by Geordie Barrett. Close to the touchline. Straight on the ball was Callaway. And has he got this one? Not quite. And he has been playing extremely well this week. And at this stage now, it's going to be Whitelock driving forward once again. And it is going to be Perenara flying it back. And it is going to be Bowden Barrett just clearing the lines of the All Blacks. At this stage, the Wallabies are having some pretty good field position. Or field position, I should say. Thinking about taking it quickly, decides against it, and the line out now will go the Wallabies' way. We've got big respect for our Australian brothers. Yeah, they've played well in this game at times, the Wallabies. Like, their tries have been very nice, including that first one, Andrew Callaway scoring off the cross kick. Well, it's a pretty awesome one. Kieran had a pre-game pump up as well. Says the Chloe. Also, we have got Bullet from Fiji. Says Clayton, and also we have got Bullet Clayton from Rellan, but now it's going to be claimed by Matt Fuller, Michael Hooper now. Going for the inside ball to Nick White with a good step as well. Offload there. Lolicio taking it. Taniela Tupou. The big man just dragging Pavali along with him. And that is some serious power right there. And because of it, it's going to lead to Callaway, little grubber in behind. Jacobson taking it back. So it is going to be a 5-metre scrum here for the Wallabies now. And they have not finished scoring in this match, but it looks like, what's your name, says Tina? It is Hamish as well. And then we have got, shut up, and says Tina. And we have got, stop trash talking how to beat the All Blacks. Beat them, then do your talking. Sorry, I couldn't read that one very well from Jerome. We have got Go Wallabies. Add some more scores on the board, says MH Choi. And also we have got there Fiji's number headed PM says hi. As well says Paul Parker, and also we have got there who's watching in 2021 says Gray. I hope a lot of people, unless we have got a few time travelers in the chat, but now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Wallabies. 2 minutes left. They were able to score in the 80th minute of the last match up against the All Blacks. How many tries have they scored in this one so far, the Wallabies? Because if they score once again, I think they are able to count out their bonus point, although they only have 3 tries on the board. So that means they can't actually cancel the bonus point, but they can still score themselves one more try perhaps. We have hit 250 likes as well, I see, which is extremely awesome. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's the All Blacks who win the penalty, only 10 metres out from their line. It looks like Perenara wanted to take that one quickly. A little bit of push and shove almost happening in the middle, but they decided against the Taniela Tupou as a tank. Yeah, Sever Reece just didn't want to stand in front of him, which was strategic because, I mean, with Dalton Pavali getting dragged along behind him, like he was still running at full speed almost, which is absolutely scary. That is which way we have got. All this is eating up the clock as well, says Mopar. It is indeed. And the All Blacks are going to be kicking it into touch. Isn't it 4 tries? It is indeed. I just had a look and see that 7 tries scored by the All Blacks and 3 tries by the Wallabies in this one. So you have to be winning by 3 or more tries to be able to receive that bonus point. So the All Blacks are going to do so. It's just whether or not they can extend their lead get a little bit more on the points differential at the moment, it would be 28, which is still very solid. I like TJ says Tina and come on, says Tom as well, isn't it? 4 tries. And Bulavanaka from it was Sini Valati. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Dalton Bubbly there tripping and he's knocked the ball on. So now the Wallabies will get one more chance at the end of this one. 20 seconds left, but everyone is struggling out there for our slippery hitters. And how many members are now Amish, says Katie Dixon? I believe we are up to, I think we're on about 13, which is pretty awesome. I think we unlock our next emoji when we hit 15, if I'm not wrong. So we will be adding emoji of George looking disappointed. And also we got a cat emoji that we would like to add. So that one will probably replace the cat. Or, sorry, we'll end up replacing the 100, if I'm not wrong. But we have also got there, what time is the next game, says Luca. The next game is going to be taking place at 3:05 a.m. New Zealand time. So a very late night one, that is for sure. But it should be a very good one indeed to watch, and I am going to be staying up for it as well. We have got there, I wish they would get rid of bonus points as well, says Penry. And also, how long is the stream going to go on for after the match, says Jamie? We will probably end up doing maybe about 5 or 10 minutes of almost a little bit of a post-match review. Or we might end up actually going on to a new live stream. That's going to be a free kick opportunity here for the Wallabies. Goes to Matt Tamua, now firing it back. Nice backline movement. Callaway with the quick hands. Gives it to Tom Banks. Now Reece Hodge. Got a bit of space. He's going to be tackled though by David Arvili. That is the full-time siren as well. It has already gone. So now anytime we have a knock-on or anything like that, this is going to be the end of the game. That's almost going to be one against Michael Hooper, is it? No, he was just able to hang on. And the Wallabies have got this ball 40 metres out from the line. Michael Hooper had a bit of a wrestle with Will Jordan there. Harry Wilson knocks it on, but now it's going to be an advantage to the All Blacks. Perenara gives it out now to Samisoni Takiao. Rico Ioane, you got to pass that ball, mate. He decided to take the contact of Lena Katel, but Samisoni Takiao doing very nicely there. Let's see Reese with the pass across, gives it to Tarvel. Fire back now to Bowden Barrett inside ball to his brother Geordie. They would have practiced that in the backyard very often. Perenara goes back now. Will Jordan dropping the ball. It's gone backwards though. So this is play on for now. Michael Hooper now chasing this ball. He's got it to the halfway line. This game's not over yet. We have still got plenty of time left by the looks of it. These two sides are just going to keep on going. Going to be now in the hands of Jordan Ulysses. Luke Jacobson not quite able to get that one once again. Nick White goes back. Noel Alessio passes it back to CO. Tom Banks, quick hands out to Matamu now, kicking it in behind. That's a bit of a weird tactic, but I think Bowden Barrett is actually going to return fire, and the All Blacks are going to keep on going. The crowd are telling them to. Well, it's lined up by Harry Wilson. Now it goes to Havili, and they are going to keep on going. We're up to 82 minutes at this stage, and it doesn't look like either side want to kick this ball out. Indecide is what someone just said, but now it's going to be Perenara. Goes back to Jacobson. Whitelock hitting the ball up once again for the All Blacks. They've got the bonus point. They want to get more points. Kicked to Rico Ioane. Is it going to sit up from Tom Banks? Taking it nicely. Offload out the back as well to Noel Alessio. This is just, Andrew Callaway's knocked it on, but Will Jordan picks it up. Is he going to go all the way here? Will Jordan, that's going to be a advantage over. He's just running sideways. Get it out. No, it is still going to be in field. David Arvili running up the middle, and he scored the try there, David Arvili, to finish the match off for the ABs. And what a finish to this match it has been. It's just been non-stop for everyone. And we have got there New Zealand, $5 New Zealand month, says Tesla, for the channel membership. And at this stage, yeah, what a try for David Arvili. They wanted to keep on going. The 83rd minute was the last try of this one. Very impressive from David Arvili, and we will be adding him to the list, of course, paying homage to the Tasman Marcos for that one. They were able to get a big win over Auckland today as well. With Stefan Arnoku, the man who was able to get that one, but Will Jordan extremely close to the touchline, but able to just keep his body in. And then David Arvili straight up the middle. Good ankle tap almost from Andrew Callaway, but wasn't able to stop him. And it is another try in this match for the All Blacks. So that makes it 9 throughout this one, which is absolutely huge for them. And it is going to give them a good points differential going into the Rugby Championship. We have got the try emojis from everyone in the chat. We have got Mopa, we have got Isaac, we have got Tessa in there as well, Katie, and also we have got Manuel. And also, tell you what, we got a lot of try emojis in the chat. That is for all, bro. Wallabies lost as well, says TMTFO. Yeah, didn't quite go their way today, but 22 points on the board in this game. I know it sounds kind of strange to say, but I think they actually played pretty decently in this one, the Wallabies, because they had some good attacking plays. That's gone over as well. So the full-time score is going to be 57 to the All Blacks and 22 to the Wallabies. So the All Blacks are able to retain the Bledisloe Cup for another season, or another year, I should say, back in the trophy cabinet. And now it will be, all the eyes will go onto that game between the Springboks and the Pumas now. It is going to be the next one. Thanks for the great commentary. Really enjoyed it as well, says Quake Girl. Thank you very much for tuning in. I absolutely love doing these with you guys in the chat. We've had over 800 people watching at times, which is absolutely insane. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like if you are new. That was fun. Subscribe as well, says James. And we are going to be back at 3 a.m. New Zealand time is going to be when the next one is coming up. We have got Via in the chat. Said, good job, lad. Or great job, lad. And kia ora for another great commentary, bro, says Dion as well. But yeah, the All Blacks in this one, they were able to score 9 tries on the board. It was a decent start to the match for the Wallabies. They were actually able to score. It was the second try of the match, Andrew Callaway, and he also scored in the 68th. So he has scored 3 in the 2 Bledisloe Cup matches, and then Tate McDermott able to score the other try right at the end of the first half for the Wallabies. Then looking at all of the AB's tries, there were quite a few of them in the end. Rico Ioane was able to score the first try. It was an interception one that he was able to score. Brody Retallick, very nice try between the sticks. Artie Savia also able to score it. Cody Taylor was able to get 2. One off almost the rolling maul, I believe it was, or he was just off the back of the maul and was able to do so. Severis, Will Jordan, and then David Aveli able to score in the end. I just had a realization. How many of the tries were scored by Crusaders players in this one? Oh, no, they had Brody Retallick and Artie Savia. Never mind. There were a couple that were not. Thanks for the commentary as well, says Dorian. And also in there from Simon and Morias said the same points that the All Blacks put to Fiji is 57-23 in the Steinlager series, says Amorian. Thanks for the stream all the way from Namibia, says Lawrence. So thank you very much for tuning in as well. I have absolutely loved doing this live stream for you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the commentary and also enjoyed the match that we just witnessed. So we'll get some stats up for you guys as well while we are near the end of this match. It was an interesting one. There were a lot of tries being scored. Total of, it was in the end, I believe 12, if I'm not wrong. Or maybe it is only 11. It might be 11 in this one, but very impressive between these two sides. We have also got a donation from Tom. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciated there, mate. And he has, but welcome back, TJ. He looked decent off the bench, TJ Perenara, when he got the chance. And it is one of those ones that Aaron Smith, once again, putting on a class act. And Perenara as the second option just has quite a nice ring to it at the moment for the ABs by the looks of it. And I think that will be the combo that they go with heading into the further matches. We have got well done commentating, says Manuel. And also, is the ABs aura back as well, says George Meyer. Good question, mate. We will have to wait and see what the media says about that one. And we have got thanks for your commentary, says Christina, and also AB's fan from Botswana as well, says Sean. So we have had people from all around the world on this live stream, which is absolutely awesome. And yeah, it is hopefully going to be the same in a couple of weeks' time, because we are going to have the next match, and it is going to be between the All Blacks and Perth, or not between All Blacks and Perth, All Blacks and the Wallabies. It is going to be at Perth, Optus Stadium. That is going to be in 2 weeks' time. I believe the 28th of August is the date that one's going to be taking place. And later on tonight, in around a total of 6 hours, the next game is going to be taking place, and it is going to be the game between Argentina and South Africa. And that should be a very good matchup as well. We have got there. Thanks, great commentary a little bit earlier on. And also we have got George here. He is indeed. He is in the chat for this one. And thanks, boys, says Walter. And hey, George, here you go, says Isaac. And draw for South Africa, not fair. 2 games in New Zealand and 2 games in Oz as well, says Struce Bob. I mean, at this stage, Argentina don't have any home games, though, as well, which is pretty rough on them. So they've got all 6 games away. So South Africa at this stage, because they have got 2 games at home, they need to make sure they win those ones well, because, of course, teams playing away from home don't quite go as well as they do at home. So they need 2 big wins up against the Boomers, and that game's going to be taking place later on as well. Thanks a lot. Good job, as always. Says Cotswold, and also have a World Cup every other year as well, says Penry. And also, as a Box fan, I can promise you most Saffers will always cheer for the ABs. Gotta love their rugby as well, says Talana. Yeah, it is fast-paced and hard-hitting rugby we saw out there. Also very slippery at the end of that game, but in the end, it was the win for the All Blacks, and it was very nicely done. Hey, I'm moderator, so says Obi Snake. I believe it is Isaac, if I'm not wrong. And thanks a lot. Good job, as always. And George next, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Said Johnny Place. I know where you'll go with that one, mate. But at this stage, according to my stats that I've found of this match, 59% possession for the Wallabies, 22 defender beaten to the 8. Not sure whether or not that is correct, but that is a huge number if that is the case. Missed tackles there has said 13 missed tackles for the All Blacks, which would have been a few more than they would have liked to, but they were able to make 124 in that as well. And the discipline, 9 penalties against the Wallabies, and 10 against the Wallabies, and 9 against the All Blacks. So Isaac as well, says George in the chat. And we have got thanks, man, much appreciated. Great job. As well, says Tahi. And also we have got there, you're the man, I says Tame. And also we have got the All Blacks from Jane. But nonetheless, I think at this stage we are getting close to the end of this live stream. I was thinking about doing some sort of post-match review, but I might do it as a video perhaps. Or should I do it as a live stream? Do let me know what you guys think. I'm just a depressed Wallabies fan. I mean, they had some good moments in this game, though. And the score, I don't think completely replicates how they played. Like, they were right in this match at halftime. It was 21 points to the All Blacks, 15 to the Wallabies, and all they needed was just that one try early on would have been possibly very useful for them. Also, the 2 interception tries didn't help it for it. Live stream bro, says Joe Blaze and post-match review as well, says Katie, and also we have got live streaming video bro, says Stetzler, and also we have got only one team on the field, says Jerome, and also we have got should do a live stream who's says Smithy Dole, and great commentary watching from Kenya as well. So thank you very much for tuning in for this one. Show me out as well, says Elijah. And we have got the good convincing win, says David, and we have got at this stage, we have got strong possibility for Fiji to beat Australia in the 2023 World Cup the way they played tonight, says Sammy Sosa and Luke Peabody. If only we could have one code of rugby, says Penry. But yeah, nonetheless, they are just being awarded the Bledisloe Cup at this stage. I believe it will be the captain, Sam Whitelock, who will be receiving it at this stage. The All Blacks looking pretty happy with the performance that they put out there. 57 points to the 22 of Australia. But we are going to be doing a post-match review of this one. Would like or love your post-match review as a video as well, says Talana. And also we have got 53 or 57-33 looks bad as well, says any guy. And thanks for the commentary, Kiwi Lad, says Barry Green. And give me a wallet, says Jane as well in the chat. But yeah, nonetheless, I think this is going to be the end of this live stream. So what we will be doing is we will be transferring over to our next live stream, which will be the post-match review. That will be starting at around 9 o'clock or 9:05, I believe will be roughly when we get that one going. I have to make a thumbnail and whatnot first. I believe I don't actually have one for that one. I think I might use the one that I used last week. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning into this one. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you are in a position to do so, be sure to become a channel member. You get access to those emojis and whatnot in the chat. And it is a very good time indeed. But then also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the podcast. It is linked in the pinned comment as well. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. And I will see you all in a short moment for our post-match review of this match between the All Blacks and the Wallabies, where we discuss the fact that the Bledisloe is once again going to be staying on the side of the All Blacks. I will see you all in a short moment.